think that's everything up and running. Yes, okay, so I think that's everything sorted. All good, superb, wonderful. Hello, I am Tyro the Fox. I am doing things and stuff, and I am not dead. I've instead been on holiday, or just not having the mental brain juice left to want to perform. Sad as that is, occasionally that does happen. I have a job. It's not like this is my full-time career, thank goodness, because admittedly a lot of people who do this for a greater living do seem to make it look like it's a bit of a it's like your sole position, your sole job, your sole reason for living. It is a surreal thing, and it's not something which I've bothered with. No, I've been trying to recover from a myriad of things, and unfortunately that meant that my Thursday evenings needed to be for me and me alone. So I have neglected to do this for a while, but also I went to Belgium for a couple of weeks, which was lovely, which was genuinely nice. Belgium, if you've never been, and I think primarily I went to the Flemish bit, because there's two bits to Belgium, to my knowledge. There is the Flemish bit, and then there is the French-speaking bit. And I have not explored much of the French-speaking bit because I stayed with friends, and the vast majority, to my knowledge anyway, and my friends largely speak Flemish or Dutch, and as such they are. I think one member of our party speaks any passable French, and I don't think they're going to be up for translating for all of us all day, possibly for a week or two. So anyway, it's essentially a bunch of me and my friends end up going to couple of lovely places somewhere in Belgium, and then play video games, play board games, run tabletop RPGs in person, because ordinarily we only ever speak to each other over Discord. It's a whole thing. It's rather lovely, and I get the opportunity to detoxify from either work or stuff going on in the UK, which I think this year more than any I've needed, as well as just getting to go and do the touristy thing. Belgium is surprisingly nice. There is a lot of stuff you can do there. We ended up going to the zoo, which happens to be right next to the train station in Antwerp. As well as doing what was really fun was a Warhammer 40k themed VR experience, which admittedly was quite impressive, and only for the VR tech itself, which was, relatively standard but pretty well done. The experience itself also has like a squad of around 6 or 7 people all running around the same area, just jumping around and doing things and breaking off into squads so that they can pick up weapons, fight bosses, and deal with hordes of tyrannids as they achieve objectives. It genuinely feels like a legitimate first-person shooter, while also still having the sort of squad mechanics you would expect from a third-person shooter, despite it being VR. Like the biggest hurdle which you have to deal with outside of the usual things which VR usually struggles with is that it's a roomed experience, but you have to build around the fact that the room may not have the physical location where you need to go. And in this case, and I have not looked at the video which gets sent of all of us running around and looking like idiots with little boxes on our heads, as well as looking to see how many times I've accidentally shot one of my teammates and how many times someone shot me. I'm pretty certain it's a few times. But the idea is that it keeps very cleverly managing to convince you that you are making progress and physically walking from location to location, and then utilizing mobile transport in order to get you from place to place. And then finally, and then you end up running into a position, and then it transports you to the new location, and then sort of keeps track and makes sure that everyone is separate and not likely to bump into each other. As such, keep making sure that the illusion that people are in two different locations at all times, surprisingly believable. And as such, honestly, the experience was excellent. Again, this is a VR experience, all of us linked together, which was just excellently cromulent in terms of how you deal with it, how you work with it, what you even do, all done. And also handling about 7 of us, split up into 2 groups, all running around shooting at things within the game without any of us bumping into each other. And half of us, I would imagine, along in this huge hall, it's just like half of us in one half of it, half of us in the other, and then for some of the bigger fights where all of us are running around, finally we actually get to jump in. We get into the actual area, and then we do all the things, right? There's some really good set pieces, and it's an excellent use of the space, which just sells the whole illusion far better than you think I think it should be able to. It is genuinely an excellent piece of software. There's a few oddities in it, though. Most chiefly, it's not the sort of VR where, because there's a few different ways of locomotion within VR. The main 3 ones that I'm aware of are that you can either have the teleportation, where you have some sort of means of pointing, shooting, and you transport there. And that tends to be one of the better ones for handling people's ill disposition towards their inner ear concerns and that of balance and making sure that they're standing upright. So that tends to be a big thing, and that tends to be quite useful if you do have problems with the whole balance thing while you're in VR. The other one, which some people don't like because it also triggers their balance stuff, because again, human brain does not like feeling like it's believing that it's moving without actually feeling that it's moving, and as such that seems to really screw with certain people, because that phenomenon is really strange and uncomfortable, and the brain can be fooled quite comfortably. Certain games which I have genuinely played in my personal VR rig, they have genuinely made me want to topple over or trigger some form of height response, because my brain just for long enough has believed that it is thousands of meters up or hurtling at a ridiculous speed, and then I end up tumbling forwards, hitting the ground with my actual feet, and then break the illusion entirely. The third option which the experience went for is physically move the player. So the player moves from position to position in order to get around stuff, which is why the experience works surprisingly well and feels quite clever and credible as an experience, because you essentially just run from room to room to room, and anywhere they can't, wherever they run out of space, they put you into a tram or into a train or something some sort of transport, so that they can move you from set piece to set piece and new set of rooms to new set of rooms. So it all makes sense and all is fine. The problem is occasionally some of the environments have changes in elevation, and it feels extremely strange to be expected to stride forwards without any concerns whatsoever, and suddenly have your in-game avatar and view hit an incline, and the difference and oddity of walking upwards yet also walking on a flat ground feels very strange. It's just how that particular cookie crumbles, I'm afraid. But bleh. you know, it is what it is. So, but no, I enjoyed myself thoroughly. I did lots of different stuff. I got to hang out. I got to read a book. That was nice. And yes, no, I currently find myself on garden leave with my own company. So I have a new job lined up and all those sorts of stuff. So yeah, cool things, personal life, hooray. As such, I'm jumping back into trying to do work, trying to do streams and things because I like doing this. I like doing this primarily for me. But hey, if you also enjoy doing that, that's fine. But if you enjoy watching, that's fantastic. I'm always happy to have people watching. But the main reason why I try to do this and try and keep on this for myself, which admittedly is selfish, but also it feels like a good motivation to make sure I have a stake in this more than just simply... more than simply the idea of like, oh, I want to be famous. I want to have lots of people watch my thing, and yeah, everybody, watch me. The reason which I try to push myself to do this whenever I can is always I want to try and experience new stuff. I call this show Backlogging because I'm genuinely trying to get through my backlog. I have just thoughtlessly bought games and then never done anything with them until I started thinking that this show would be kind of fun to do, and then started buying games deliberately so that I could throw them on something like this wheel and mess around with it. So I'm gonna try. So that's why I want to try and do it. But also, it's forced me to play things which ordinarily I wouldn't have bothered. I actually went on a date recently and I ended up talking about specifically the homeworld things. Apparently she's actually my date was actually a fan of Homeworld, so it was very interesting talking about my usual wheel format of like, oh, we just spin the wheel, whatever, give it 30 minutes and off we go. And it was surprisingly interesting finding her saying, yeah, she's a fan of the originals of the games and so on, and then having me describe how, admittedly, massively unfair how all of this is. Don't know. Whatever. Go back. Oh, cool. Just sorting something out. Yeah, so how massively unfair the format arguably is in terms of a review thing, but also sort of being curious about how the new player experience shakes out for stuff like this. It's always very interesting to see what what a developer prioritizes the very first part of what anyone does. So yeah, but it was also interesting describing the difference between just looking it up. No, come on. Yeah, Homeworld Remastered and Homeworld Deserts of Karak, and finding the very differences between the two and what their new player experiences was, and describing how I found the Homeworld remake really boring and strange and really annoying, and yet the Deserts of Karak I was really excited and really happy for. In fact, I might genuinely try doing a full review of that, because I'm normally not really that big a go when it comes to RTSs. It's just not a thing I've really gone for. The only ones which I've really had or played to any major extent is like Pikmin and Star Trek Armada when I was a wee nipper. So and even that I would occasionally just I would just go Borg and just try and mess with people, or go Klingon and just keep shooting stuff. It was always much more fun to go to use the boarding party mechanics, so you could take over other ships and just have a death ball. I wasn't really playing it that much for the proper story. I have tried getting it working on computers since, and some games get lovely amounts of support and get to live forever. Star Trek Armada does not seem to be one of them, but I might go back and see if there's anything which I can do to make it vaguely more palatable, because admittedly playing some of the old 90s some of the old 90s Star Trek games does appeal to me quite a bit, especially was it Star Trek Voyager Elite Squad, or whatever it was called, Elite Force, whatever, which is essentially Star Trek themed Quake, which is great, which is actually kind of neat though. I remember playing it for a bit and going like, yeah, this is neat, this is okay. The levels go on for a while. Superb. Right, you know what? That's enough waffle from me for now. I've filled 15 minutes, so that's pretty good. Okay. Cool. But yeah, if nothing else, there's your explanation why I will probably continue doing this no matter... Even if I have negative viewers normally, I will probably be doing this regardless. Anyway, let's do our first spin of the night, shall we? 3, 2, 1, bongo! I have no idea what this is going to give me. What the... Barony. I've tried Barony before, haven't I? Yes, I have. Barony is that dungeon... Hang on, let me at least show you, so just to prove that I'm not making it up. I have reloaded the thing. It's possible it's put a bunch of games which we might have already looked at before on the wheel again. So yeah, Barony was this like Minecraft-esque dungeon crawler RPG roguelike thing. Honestly, it actually looks kind of fun and was interesting to mess around with. Sort of think roguelike version of like Ultima Underworld, but using something approximating the Minecraft engine. Admittedly, not terrible. Oh, that sounds really mean to it, actually. No, it's fine, but I don't know if it would really grab me very much. Don't know. Admittedly, whenever I've played roguelikes, the ones which I tend to be more interested in are the ones which aren't just RPGs. I tend to prefer the ones which do something weird and wacky. Like Hades is essentially a top-down hack and slash, an isometric hack and slash sort of thing. Meanwhile, something like Balatro is more of a puzzle game. So, I'm vetoing that one. I think we can move on. There's nothing that exciting there, so if you really want me to play it, I will then give me a shout or bell or do something. I don't know. I have a blue sky. Go and bother me on that. But otherwise, ipso facto. What we got? Golfy. This is another one I've done before. Roguelike. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, boy. Here we go. Okay, Golfy. What in the flying hell is Golfy? Oh, we've got a Tiny Teams Micro Studio. We've got a thing going on by the Yogscast, whatever. Okay, so Golfy is a run... Oh, shush, go away. Go away, email. Bye-bye. Right, Golfy is a run-based roguelike mini-golf deck builder for 1 to 8 players. Play through procedurally generated levels, build a deck of crazy card abilities, and try to beat all 18 holes. Pick your route carefully because no 2 runs or shots are the same. Okay. Huh. Well, if nothing else, this already seems exceedingly silly, so that's something. Okay, so the mechanics suggest that the roguelike element is the types of shots you're allowed to make, and in order to make that interesting, or at least notable for a game, 2.0 version by the way, in order to make that notable for a game, it seems that they've decided to turn it, make it so that some of the shots you're allowed to make are effectively magic. Okay, let's see. We're developed by Tryhart Studio and published by the Yogscast, which is probably why that's popped up here. Okay, Yogscast, of course, being quite a big deal. Okay, so this is a company which has only ever and has assumingly continued to support Golfy as much as possible. So that's all we're getting out of that. Let's see, no major accolades we are looking to shove into things. Otherwise, yeah, not a huge amount going on. Golfy is Slay the Spire meets golf with your friends. That's bizarre. Okay, you're allowed to do really, really silly things with the ability. The cards look weirdly like the microchip things from what was it? They look weirdly like the microchip things from Mega Man Net thing, or whatever it was. Mega Man EXE, that's what I'm thinking of. The one where Mega Man is a program which fights other programs and things in the digital world, or whatever the heck. Okay. I'm seeing what they're doing here. I'm seeing what they're putting down. So as you can see, as you watch some of these animations, the idea is that there are some really daft, silly ideas here in order to manipulate how the ball is shot and therefore how the game is effectively played. So you've got things like, you know, doing a rocket jump to just smash it as physically hard as will allow you, to have a little parachute so you can stop yourself mid-air, so you can overshoot deliberately, jetpack in order to overcorrect, a jump ability so you can correct even further, sticky paste so that it stops as soon as it does so, repulsive and magnetic fields so you can push in different directions, the ability to inflate the ball so it's able to have different properties, allowing you to manipulate those elements. Yeah, there's a lot to this. Interesting. Go not right now. I should probably put this on. It's further annoying that this thing doesn't go on like streamer mode as soon as I. There we go. Right, where was I? So, I guess I'm giving this a whirl. Boop. It's just patching Proton. Give me a second. So how's things with you? Anything exciting going on? This is playing. Hello? There we go. sure, that'll do. Okay, and tell Switch that we're doing golfy at the moment. Meanwhile, you can read whatever the hell they're saying. So, we heard you. We're bringing back the old multiplayer experience as hardcore mode, and we've made it the new difficulty in summary. In summary means the players start with 7 lives, adjustable and take damage from falling into the void or water, just like old times. Cool, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sure that is wonderful and nostalgic for all those people who have had an interesting idea. Right, okay, I don't think I need to adjust this any at all, so let's just give this a whirl. 30 minutes on the clock. New run? Oh yeah, it's okay. There's no presentation of a tutorial at all. There's a customization for my ball, but there's not a huge amount going on. I assume I will unlock that as I go. Collection, no, just play. New run, challenges, new run, go on. Balance experience that gives you the most fun parts of the game without too much. Let's just do normal. I typically end up doing normal anyway, just because it's easier. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm hoping that this is going to teach me as I go. Systems online, ready to launch. Excellent, superb. Okay. Yeah. So far, so golf. I assume this means I have no. Oh, damn it. Okay. Good. It is going to tutorialize me as I go. Okay. So I can add a shot. Pew. Wow, the energy readings from that crystal are amazing. I could extract that energy and use it for more cards. Let's hit it, but I'll need some height to reach it. These genuinely are just the cartridges from Mega Man EXE, aren't they? Thanks to my prediction module, I can estimate the shot trajectory with a certainty of 98.1701%. No one can predict the future precisely, but it's still a great guide. Okay, yeah, controls are relatively intuitive. I don't need to know about that, but yeah, otherwise it's put me in the first level and it's told me to do a thing. I have an idea of how I can get new stuff and now I can mess around with it. So now we have jump ability, balloons. Activate to deploy the balloons that lift the ball for 5 seconds. Activate again to pop them. Okay. Activate, hold to add upwards force to the ball until fuel runs out. That feels like it would make the most sense. They've also been they haven't pointed out yet, but there is a small number in the side called heat, which I am assuming is what this bar is down here. And that, assumingly, is what we do in how they limit how many abilities you can do in one shot. Amazing. This card can be activated using the button shown next to it after it connects to the reactor. It can be activated. It can even be activated. Can even be activated it before shooting. No, that is not me. That is actually a typo in the game. Can even be activated it before. You can even activate it before shooting. Now let's get to that hole. This made me wonder if the first question you always ask with this sort of thing is like, is this is this the players is this the team's first Is English the team's first language whenever that sort of thing happens? They've got the Yogscast money. You would imagine they would be able to like tell them things like that, but never mind. Right, I've just plonked everything on top of it because the game lets me, so let's see if this helps. Okay, it does, I just need to do it earlier. Good to know. Right. Pew, and then haha, and up. Okay. Pew, pew, pew. Again, starting area, so the game is just going to let me do what I need to. Don't need to take the shot. We're already... Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I do need to give... Good, okay. It does not seem to care about par at present, so that's encouraging. Only one area which we can go to. Pick a glitch, remove a card, gain 10 coins, get a random perk. I will go with the random perk. Shopaholic. Increased... Oh, I missed what that said. I imagine it'll get told to me somewhere. Increased chance of shops appearing. So shops for more cards don't necessarily appear everywhere, huh? I don't know what this does. I haven't been introduced to it. I don't know what it does. Never mind. How do I get out of... No. This is my deck of chips. Cool. How do I... How... No, I don't want to discard cards. I just clicked on things because I want to know what it is. Can I go back to the game, please? Oh, fine. No, I don't want... No. Okay, now I have a power... I have another power shot? Huh? Okay, now I've got 2 power shots on the same shot. Was that an ability I just used and didn't really understand what I was doing with it? Still, that seemed like a good thing. We do have a par mechanic over here, so that's a thing. I do not seem to have any kind of movement. Oh, no, that's doing things I don't need it to. Okay, I don't have any kind of other thing going on. I wonder if I just throw everything at that and see what happens. The noise it's making is actually kind of pleasing. It sounds closer to a crossbow than me about to hit a ball. Oh no. Okay, it doesn't... Ooh. Curve shot is interesting. Okay. Maybe if I do that? Not bad. Okay, that's not the worst. Lob shot and power shot, because hopefully I can get over there from here, right? Sure. No. No, I can't. It's good that there is a means of actually cancelling a shot once you've tried it out. Okay, weird idea. What if I did a curve off the wall? No. This is going to be really annoying to get in there, isn't it? Okay, is the lob shot ever going to... Okay, it will work. What if I add more power to it? No. Power actually smooths out the curve. Good to know. So if I do that... Oh, crying out loud, really? So that is assumingly one of my lives lost. That makes sense. Okay. Bogey. 1 over par. Sure. Genuinely no idea. puts me vaguely in mind of the Star Fox choice screen, really. Okay, we now know that the lob shot on its own is actually pretty solid, so we probably just want to do that, right? Just jump over everything. So close. Genuinely so close. Woohoo! Eagle! Very nice. I get to pick a card. And I get some coins. The ball won't bounce until the end of the round. Ramp, place a ramp. Activate to become strongly magnetic a brief period. That actually sounds kind of helpful. Let's do it. We can either go to the windmill or we can go to the windmill. I think I will go to the windmill. Because there's a level there which has, like, I don't know, some kind of question mark. So... well, if nothing else, what can be said for this game right now is that I am actually thinking about what's going on and the use of my cards. Though I am also falling off like a fool. Okay. But like, I'm thinking about what's going on and I'm not taking this as a complete joke, right? It's silly, but the abilities actually add something to this. This is quite nice. Okay. Strongly magnetic rainfall. Okay, so if I... and then... oh. Don't think I wanted to have done that. I was honestly just checking it out. Is that not... no? Okay, fine. What about curve shot here? That's the thing. The abilities don't just stop. Oh no. They don't just stop making you think just because you happen to turn them on. So they actually combine in different ways. For example, the power shot flattening out the curve of the lob shot, so you get further distance but no height. That's genuinely rather cool. I like it. Am I likely to do this? I mean, even the arrow isn't... my guidance arrow is unconvinced of this. Like, are you sure, lass? Are you sure, hun? No. Yeah, there we go. Like, I'm stuck behind a box. What am I supposed to do? I think just from there, it's just pop the damn thing. I know pot is not the right term. That's snooker, but... pick a card. The ball will explode if it hits something else hard enough, launching it in the bounce direction. Boost pad. Place a boot pad that dramatically speeds up the ball in the chosen direction. I'm usually going with maybe repulsive field? Seems kind of weird, but might work. Okay, why is there a question mark here? Oh. Clumsy. Every third card played is discarded instead. Oh, joy. Wow, this is a long one. Okay. Power shot, lob shot. Yeah, let's do this, because just distance to get over there. Whee! I even hit the thing. I get a perk. Okay. Blue energy schematic, you get one additional option to choose from blue crystals. No idea what that means. Refined blue crystal shard, pick a rare card and add it to the deck. Igniter, the first shot in each level is more powerful. So I'll just take the card for the time being. I don't know what I'm doing. Secret stash. Draw 2 cards. Fabricate. Discard 2 cards and add a temporary card of your choice to hand. This actually seems really cool. I like that. That seems neat. The interesting thing about this is that it still has the it still has it still has the skill element. This isn't necessarily like Balatro, for example, where you can genuinely just screw yourself over because you weren't paying attention. Instead, it is genuinely... Okay, this only seems to be popping up because I've got 2 copies of Power Shot. Is that how it works? Wait, why do I only have 1 copy of Power Shot? Because every 3rd card is discarded. Oh, yes, right, okay. There's also a shop there. Do I care? Sure, I'm trying to figure out what all of this even means. Is it worth a shot? Hang on. Okay, secret stash. Wall. Jump. 14-6. I'm not seeing a huge amount of synergies yet. Only add a bit of height to... Okay. Draw 1 additional card the first turn of each level. That's not bad. Some of these are very expensive. Incinerator, pick a card to remove from the deck. Very nice. Small battery, recharge 1 energy upon pickup. I've only got 6, so I'll just buy that one just because, you know, variety is good. Do I want to go for the perk, or do I just want to try and get to the thing? No, I just want to get to the thing, I think. Nearly there. Damn it. Oh no. Okay. This is not where I wanted to be. Oh, you know what? Let's do Fabricate. Discard 2 cards. Confoin. Director. Place a pad that will redirect. Oh right, I didn't know I had that. Glide. No. No, let's just do lob shot. Lob shot's easy. That's gotta do it, right? I hope. I don't know. There's things in front of. Yeah, good enough. Okay. I can pick a glitch or I can pick a card. I don't know what a glitch is, but I'm gonna try it. Get a random card, gain 10 coins, pick up a perk. Perks seem like they might be helpful, so let's do this. Ramstick, increase trajectory, preview time, 0.3 seconds. Okay. Generator, add a temporary power shot to the hand each round. That's surprisingly interesting, actually. Preloader, draw 1 additional card for the first turn of each level. I'm actually going to go with that one. It's not bad otherwise, but yeah, okay. Secret stash, jump pad, fabricate. That seems like an extremely powerful card in this game. This is pretty good too. It's a jump pad that launches the ball when hit. Honestly, I might as well just do that one. Just for the time being. Okay, so that just turned out to be that it was an extra funky level. This one seems to be boasting that it'll let me get rid of a card. Ah yes, very zen. No idea why... No know why my nose just feels very stuffed up at the moment. I don't know if that's coming through as I speak, but sure, let's do secret stash and then might do. No, curve shot probably won't work. I'm just gonna belt it and hope for the best. Good. Excellent. Honestly, that seems quite sensible. That is unfortunate. So I'm guessing the magnetize ability means that you can use it to try and pick up more coins and things, which is eminently sensible. No, stop! Stop! Oh. Bum! Okay, the 2 lob shots surely would... Yes, it does. Okay, so then that would mean that I could chip it over there. Woo! Stop. Halt. Desist. Cease. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, sure, secret stash. Place a field that repulses the bottom. I might honestly just do it there, just to make sure that it doesn't fall off. Like that. Yeah, sure, just to make sure. Maybe even place a wall right there, just to make sure. It's kind of enjoyable. This is just a version of golf where you're allowed to cheat. That is just what this is, isn't it? Okay. An albatross. Okay, I'm allowed to remove a card if I want to, which this is this sort of game, so doing so is always a good idea. The problem... I'm gonna... Sure, I've got loads of power shots. They're good, they're worth keeping, but I also don't necessarily need them. I will jump. Jump sounds good. Let's do jump. Okay. Now what? That will give me gold. That definitely has a shop. Can I see my current gold or something? No. Okay, where's my... No. Cool. Where's my gold at present? How can I make the informed decision whether this is more worth of that if I can't see where my gold is at present? I can just see my score, that is it. Why can't I see my... where's my gold layout? Okay, hang on. General controls, change camera, alternative. Other language, play to... no. Land and run, save and exit, no. Graphics, no. No, okay, fine. I'm going to do that one because it's got a shop, which might be useful. Might have gotten some money so far. Not like huge amounts, but enough. Okay. Well, 2 of these are far more useless than the others, so I might as well grab... Honestly, it may not be such a daft idea to go for the glider. I'm just going to have to make this... I don't know, do these get discarded whenever I do a thing? Is that a thing? Because Fabricate got me what I wanted, so if I do that, no, they get discarded. Okay, great. I get knocked that way. Oh. Honestly, at this point, I think I can probably forget about... I might actually be able... might be better to forget about the shop at present and just... go for the end. Okay, secret stash. Yeah, let's magnetize. Let's do that and... okay, let's do a lob shot. Okay, and roll down the hill towards ow. Fine, okay, let's try that again. This time less rubbish. Okay. Pew. I'm picking up more coins for the shop, which I've ignored. No, it's kind of useless. Okay, let's try another lob shot, shall we? Lob shot just does seem to be slightly... oh, okay. Come on. Wonderful. Okay, boink, boink. Let's take another lob shot, shall we? So that's the best I'm going to get out of this, and wham! Come on! Finally! Boogie! Alright, we've got Shoptopia over here, so that's something, I guess. Oh. Well, at least the level generator seems vaguely competent. That's pleasant. Okay. Just knock into this thing. Email refactor. Small refactor. Draw 2 cards, then discard 1. Sure. Reserve booster. Activate it to add a bit of impact force in the ball's current direction. That actually sounds quite powerful. Ramp, no. No, just makes a certain energy. Yeah, recharge. Pick up, no. That's now 21. Remove a card, small battery, recharge 1 energy upon pickup. Is that just a thing I'm allowed to do? Is that get added to levels? I don't know quite how that works. Honestly, that just... oh, I can't take it. It's one more than I can afford. These things tend to be pretty good for deck builders like this, but I'm also going to take a small battery because I have no idea what it does. I already have a lot of stuff in this which allows me to mess around with my cards, so I'm honestly just going to do this and hope for the best. Might as well try jumping over it all. Damn! Okay, magnetize, and I guess, actually, oh! That would be the timer going off. Wow. Oh. Great. I am now officially stuck. Okay, no, 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 no! Oh. You know, it's not very fun getting trapped behind a thing and having to waste turns getting out of it again. Boing. Okay, so there's a hole there. So maybe if I knock a wall, how do I rotate? Okay, I can rotate this by using the mouse scroll wheel. So if I do that, power shot into said wall, and hope for, oh, you know what, sure. Pew. Oh. Oh, well I thought that there was a space here. Really? Well, obviously I'm going to have to do that just to hopefully make sure I don't fall off. Oh, great. So now I'm stuck on the wrong side. Yeah, okay. Now I'm stuck on the wrong side of the thing, which I didn't know. Yeah. I am now grumpy. Hooray! I leveled up. I have no... Oh, okay. It unlocks new things. I see. Recharge 1 energy for every 20 coins picked up, starting now. Coin magnet. Coin pickup radius is increased. That's kind of neat. Customization option. I have no idea what for. Balloons. Sticky paste. That's rather nice. All the way to level 2. So you get a nice boost of random crap to throw on the things as a result. I don't know what that means. Hyperspeed, add a lot of power to the shot. Emergency parachute. Okay, so now we're starting to see all the things which we saw before. Okay, so this is what you do. You just keep playing the game over and over in order to unlock new things. So I can have a hat, which is a cow being cleaned up by space aliens. I can have a different trail, so it does rainbows and yeah, whatever. Okay. That is golfy. I'm going to be honest, this is alright. I don't know if this is like, go out and buy it, immediate, I need to have this in my life. But it's a fun kind of knockabout kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm this isn't bad. Like, I can see right now that there's a mixed reception to this. And I think people might feel like it's a bit gimmicky, which does seem to be the kind of thing. Like I'm looking at recently posted, fixing glitches, blah blah. Lots of flaws. Picked it back up. Oh yeah, okay. Like getting stuck in terrain is really annoying. Yeah, I agree. Especially seeing as you get stuck and then can't seem to dig yourself out very well because of random detritus in the game. And the levels, no idea about that. Random invisible bumps in the ground that cause the ball to launch in a random direction or come to a sudden halt. Holes in the wall textures in certain outdoors maps, usually in caves. Okay, small bits and pieces of this is like, but sure. I mean, I've seen worse ideas, and like, was it Golf with Friends is fine, but Golf with Friends is also just, I don't know, this at least has something to it, even if it's exceedingly silly. It's alright. It's alright. I, if nothing else, I appreciate the Worms-esque abilities in order to add on to golf and trying to figure out how best you can actually utilise them. And I do appreciate that for the most part the mechanics are pretty solid and work decently well. It's clear that there's a strong hierarchy of stuff, and it's possible I just haven't learned all the intricacies of how to utilise particular builds, but right now I'm a complete noob and I'm just looking at it going like, yeah, well, why don't I just use it all the time? It's clearly better. Why don't I just smash my ball as hard as I possibly can across the field so that it just lands where I want it to? Doesn't that make sense? And then you're like, oh, wait, no, there's even more powerful jumpy bits but do different things and require different considerations. Okay. Like, some of the basic shots are actually kind of handy and they're not invalidated and kind of... Yeah, you're trying to figure out whether it's actually worth removing them from your deck. Interesting. If nothing else, it's a very interesting idea. And I think you could make an argument that that could have been much worse. Okay. Before I continue to downplay this game, let's try something else for a bit, shall we? Thief Simulator. This is definitely one which I haven't done before. Let's go to the desktop capture. Okay. So here we have someone particular. Oh, this is the actual developer playing right now, so that's nice. I guess they've just released something particular, so 10% off at present, I think. Yeah? No? Buy Rap House Simulator and Thief Simulator in a bundle. Okay, whatever. Let's get rid of you. So, become the best thief. Gather intel, steal things, and sell them to buy high-tech equipment. Do everything that a real thief does. So, obvious comparisons. There is going to be Thief, the 1990s game. Was set in a fictional fantasy realm when you try and steal a bunch of stuff in the hopes of progressing through the story and making a bunch of money. Clearly this is intended to be a bit more of a modern day version of that and actually simulating being a proper burglar. Other things which this puts me in mind of, I'm going to probably be subconsciously comparing it to other things such as Teardown. Weirdly enough, the vast majority of that game is actually trying to steal random crap, but with a destructible voxel-based environment, which ended up being fun, but probably one of the more annoying parts of that game, trying to figure out how you're going to outfox a number of different security systems. That said, you can't help but wonder if this is just someone that that's been playing a lot of like Baldur's Gate and Fallout Bethesda games, and has decided that they wanted a more modern version of that. Still, it seems unusual. You actually have what appears to be a lock-picking game, which is unusual. Well, actually, no, it isn't. It's pretty standard, but in that you actually need to pay attention to the tumblers inside the lock. So that's unusual. Developed by Noble Muffins. What have they done? What else have they done? Crime Scene Cleaner. Okay, they have a definite theme, don't they? Contraband Police, Thief Simulator, Crime Scene Cleaner, U-Boat. Oh, these are the House Flipper game guys. Okay. Interesting. Playway, right. And then Car Mechanic Simulator. Wait, is this them? Is this them? Right. That's a different name. That's developer Noble Muffins, yeah. Oh, I see. It's taken me to the developer, the publisher, which is Playway, which is, the guys that published House Flipper. It's not the people that made it. And Playway definitely have a type they're willing to go for, aren't they? They do like their first-person simulators. Like, there we go, Gunsmith Simulator, Crime Simulator, Contraband Police, Sim Rail, Prison Escape Simulator, Farm Renovator, Gold Mining 2 Simulator, House Flipper, Crime Scene Cleaner. Oh, that's just nonsense. And Miami Hotel Simulator, Animal Shelter, Shopkeeper, My First Supermarket, Gun Center, Dust Raiders, Treasure Hunt. My goodness, these are Tech Market Simulator. Some of these I just wonder how the hell some of these actually work. This one's free of a time loop prologue. What? Sheriff James Cooper is slowly bleeding to death in an unfamiliar hospital, but the moment his life ends, everything starts over. He has 15 minutes to break his endless cycle, uncover the truth, and find a way out before it's too late. Huh. Okay, Rap House Simulator. Oh, Neuroshima Hex. Post-apocalyptic tactical game from the designers of Neuroshima, the board game. Oh. It is all about strategy and tactics on the hexagonal battlefield. The game offers many different units, technologies, and special abilities that can be used for an effective strategy. I am just imagining that this is just the digital version of the board game, but who knows? Mini Racer Car Shop, Hotel Owner Simulator, Survival Machine. I'm looking at all the ones which don't say simulator in them. Because some of these are just... Liquor Store Simulator. What? How? Cool, so you can play an entire game where you run a bottle-o. I've watched too many Australian YouTubers that I know that word. Anyway, an off-license, there we go. A haunted house renovator? Okay, this at least sounds like one of these which sounds kind of fun, that you're not only playing to... it's sort of House Flipper. This is what I am imagining. It is House Flipper, but a ghost is trying to mess with you every 5 minutes. That sounds fun. That's a neat idea. That's a game. That's cool. Hollow Survive, no idea. Battle through hordes of terrific creatures as you hack and slash your way to the top of the tower in this roguelike dungeon crawler game. Of course it is. Junkyard Builder. Proud over a once forgotten dive in the satisfying world of restoration recycling. Okay. Cinema Simulator. Run your own cinema set show times, print tickets, buy new films, pop popcorn, upgrade and clean theatres. Vending staffs, upgrades and more are coming soon. Joy of what? Software engineering simulator. Use real Python code to automate machines, robots, drones and more. Program self-driving vehicles, crack passwords, apply machine learning, automate logistics, use image processing to guide missiles, gain real coding skills and solve exciting bite-sized programming challenges. I see. So you pull up a little ID, like a little IDE thing, and you connect it to a little computer and it does a thing, and then the little robot does whatever you want it to. Is that how this works? I know I'm like 3 tangents deep, but I'm just curious to see what in the flying hell this is. So for those who don't know, I am a programmer myself professionally. While I don't know, I've used Python-like stuff, but it's unusual to see someone just sit there and go like, yeah, the gameplay is just write Python to do things. And honestly, I don't think this is a bad game in practice, but how should I put this? Right now in my mind, this is sitting next to things like what was it? Silicon Zeros, which is the what was it? The logic gate, very early on programming basics sort of thing, like learn how to use binary and learn how to use the very bare bones of computers in order to solve little tasks. So like it was a nice little puzzle game which actually has some very vague real world application. At least it's like a foundational aspect of actual programming. This is literally just we have deliberately set it we have deliberately made it so that we've deliberately not programmed the game because you do it. I don't mean that as a bad thing, because it's honestly not a bad idea. It's in order to get experience, you just need to practice. So something like this is actually quite good. Like, it's a simple little test. It's sitting there going like that, and I would imagine it's also going to give you different amounts of stars based on how much stuff you're going to mess around. You can unlock features of Python to utilize as what? Really? You're not allowed to use the for loop or the if statement until you've earned them. Huh. Developed by a Professor Scherer. Yeah, I don't want to disparage anyone in the you know, in this sort of field, but it does feel like it would make sense that someone would like it doesn't look like. I mean this in the sense that it's clearly been put together by one person, but I kind of want to try this just for the sheer curiosity of what the hell I'm looking at. Huh. Like they've tried. Someone has genuinely tried to make a programming game that's fun. And doing actual applications and things. Like, what's the use of programming? This! These are things you can do programming with. Sorry, excuse me. Like, what are the things you can do programming with? Break open the safe! Shoot the sniper rifle! Explode the missile! Make the computer count coins, fill in the thing, follow the line, automate the tracking doodad, make the robot do the thing, it's all exciting stuff, and it's all kind of eminently practical in order to demonstrate why you would care about 3D programming. Yeah, no, this is all kind of neat. Like, it's got an in-game IDE, which is just daft, but yeah, it's interesting you use that. And wait, advanced users can also opt to use external IDEs like VS Code and PyCharm instead. So you can either use the in-game one, or you can just... I am fascinated by that. How the hell does it link up with VS Code? But I use VS Code, but admittedly somewhat against my will. But yeah, I use VS Code. Actually, no, that's mean. Visual Studio is a nightmare. VS Code is honestly fine. I still think some of the stuff like JetBrains is probably... I'm sorry, I've got a really big squeezable cube in front of me full of... now that I know it actually is like corn syrup or something. But yeah, it's a stress toy, and occasionally I bash it on my desk, so that might be what you're hearing. No, VS Code is honestly fine, but I kind of prefer stuff which JetBrains tends to be doing. There's a reason why there's actually like money involved in trying to get that sort of stuff done. I'm actually going to add that to my wish list. I'm kind of curious to see what the hell that's even like. I'm not going to spend £14. Anyway, back to where we were. So, Thief Simulator. Okay, so no accolades which they wish to show us. Still Noble Muffins. I don't think Noble Muffins have published anything of note or interest. Actually, who? President Studio. No, okay, so they haven't made Crime Scene. I don't know who Noble Muffins even are. Thank goodness we're not on a Steam Deck, though it is playable. So the idea is you gather intel, you try to be quick. Right, yeah, that makes sense. Use your flashlight, you prepare loot, you use useful items in order to get into stuff, and you try and sneak around houses. Okay. So it's all about trying to sneak in, sneak out with all the good stuff, and hopefully you can deal with the NPCs that'll turn up randomly. All about risk and reward. Honestly, this is kind of a bleak kind of thing, but it is also, admittedly, a really good idea for a game. Let's see if I can get this up and running. An error... Oh. You said an error occurred. Right, Thief. Thief Sim. Oh, you know what helps? I can tell Thief Sim... Nope, the original Thief Simulator. Thank you. Okay, let's close that. Things are happening. Things are indeed happening. Right, back to Gam Capture. Okay. Up and running. Good, right, select profile. That one, please. I am the amazing Tyro. Hard change, no, thank you. I would like all my lovely, lovely cheats. Okay, starting timer in 3, 2, 1, go! 30 minutes. Right, okay, game. If I hit play, what's going to happen? Because I don't see any other options. It's not a tutorial or anything like that, so... I would assume you are going to give me an easy house to go and rifle through, yes? I would also expect that this house is going to be extreme. Oh, no, okay, there we go. It took a second to load that. And it also took a second to decide whether it was night or day. We appear to be playing as alternate reality Agent 47.
Hey, it's me, Vinny. Pick up that crowbar and listen up. We got a lot of ground to cover.
How do I pick up the crow? Okay, cool.
The Lombardis paid your bail. They're generous men, but they're all about reciprocity, if you get what I mean. Let's see if you're up to the job. Knock over that house for me. The last one.
So far, so good. So, sure, why not? Quick slot? Yeah, sure, okay. Cool, so I can fill slots of this thing wherever the... Okay, the quick slot. Cool. Break open these planks. Great. No one ever uses a crowbar as a crowbar in video games, do they? They, like... Half-Life did it, therefore it is club. It is always ooga booga me hit. Oh, hello. Crouch. How do I crouch? Sneak is C. Do not like... Okay, here's a quick thing about games. Right, everything so far good. Keys. Here we go. I do not like having crouch on that button. Having it on C is a fool's errand. I need to be able to have that at a moment's notice. I know it's slightly daft, but I am actually... Okay, wait. Where did... What? Okay, sneak. I don't want it on sneak, so I'm going to... Left shift? Okay, so I can, and then caps lock. Yeah, okay, caps lock is right underneath my pinky, and not a huge amount of games use it, so I'm not likely to be doing a lot of stuff. Mouse button 3, I assume, is... Quick slot is... okay. You can add items to the quick slot for fast usage. Go on inventory, select item. The quick slot button. Oh, okay. Items. Okay, so if I push that, it does a thing. But it's already on my quick slot, right? Sneaking. Allows you to make less noise, but it will make you slower. You can also lean, default right mouse button, left and right. Really? So, this button holds me in place. Is that... Okay, so the right mouse button holds me in place so I can lean. How bizarre. I guess this is why they've done it, because otherwise the Q button is doing other things, right? Okay, this woman is clearly waiting for her taxi. Otherwise, I guess in her backyard. I don't know why. Avoid light. Light and visibility. When sneaking around at night, it's best to avoid well-lit places. Your flashlight will also make you easy to spot. That makes sense. Oh, oh. I have been caught. Well, he's like standing right there. What else am I supposed to do exactly? Okay, I suppose what the game is suggesting I do is I stick to the darkness so that this dork doofus doesn't spot me. Okay, lesson learned.
Hey, some dope left a flashlight on the ground. Take it, but don't let nobody see the light and call the cops.
Sure thing, Mr. Gangster, sir. How do you know? Do you have a drone? Do you have a sky satellite? Are you watching me? I don't know. Are you like jumping from like place to place looking for stuff? I don't know what's going on, but you know what? Sure. Okay. Oh, right. The game has talked. The game is at least... Okay, that's weird. Wait, so is the... Is the flashlight a special item which just happens, or is that a thing? Yeah, okay, we've already done that one, sure. Oh, hello. Window locked. Oh, okay, it's just telling me to break the window. Alright. How? Oh, right. Okay, so I... Ooh.
Good job. Time to redistribute a little wealth.
Flashlight will help you see loot in the dark. Remember, you are easier to detect with the flashlight on. Sure, so is that just a... Okay, is this something which can just be negated simply by just being sensible, or is it just... Okay, right. Parts... Actual money. Things... Okay, is there any of these shoes? No. Ah, you can open and close things slowly. So you don't arouse suspicion. I like it. Someone has actually thought about the mechanics. And also the, like, Ludo narrative, what's it majiggers, so that it makes sense. That your character would actually get caught by just rummaging through stuff like a bull in a china shop. Okay, this makes sense. This is actually neat. I like that they've thought about it. It is also slightly silly that they've just put $15 in a random box, but sure. At least we're here, right? Like, this all makes sense. This is all... it's a tutorial, whatever. Okay, is there any money under the bed? I know a wives' tale. No, I can't look. I can't... Can I look any lower? No? Okay, is there like anything... No. I can hit the bed for no apparent reason. There is something here. Assuming they've put me in a place which doesn't actually have anyone in it, that would make sense. Nothing vitally valuable. That's the thing. I don't know if I'm here to like rob the place entirely blind, or if I'm here to... Okay, yeah, steal some stuff, obviously. Old toaster. Sure. Oh, hello.
Time to bail, man. Get in the car. Don't let nobody see you with that crowbar.
Okay, that's why you ordinarily have... Okay, I'm gonna be greedy. Nothing so far. I like that the icons largely make sense. It's all like, okay. It's all sound. How much sound are you making? Clearly I'm not making a huge amount. And also things like, how much space do I have left in my thing? You know, very quickly at a glance, how much more stuff can I get? What else is going on? Tutorials are also not blaring me in the face. They're not stopping me every 5 seconds. I'm allowed to look at them as and when I've noticed they're there, which is actually a really nice way of doing this. If you are going to have these little pop-up things, it is actually quite nice to be able to sit there and look at them when you feel you are ready to do so. Though, a small note is that it might actually be quite nice if there was a little ping notification in order to tell you that it is there. Okay, cool. Assuming you look less suspicious, now that I'm no longer carrying anything that obvious, I can just walk and it's fine. How? Oh, okay. No, that's probably not what I want. How do I get in? Yeah, get inside the... Oh, okay. Oh! My car is an actual tool. I have to choose to use it. Oh, okay. What location? Where am I going? Oops. Oh, okay. Oh, thank goodness my character is going mildly insane and imagining rather things. Actually, for the sake of, like, I mean, it's a video game, I don't care that much, but admittedly I probably should try to remember which side of the road I think Americans are likely to drive on, just in case I end up hitting someone. Sure. Okay, so maybe I was supposed to steal basically everything.
Good job, man. This just might work. Go get some sleep and we'll pick this up in the morning.
Sure. Jewelry workshop? No idea. Assuming these in order to work on all the jewels and things which you're going to be picking up. Don't know otherwise. We've got electronics, sure. The computer. Ah, where we can buy extra stuff. Okay, we've got $44. Oh, okay. Oh, I can't even do anything for right now. Okay. Tear trophy? What? Black Bay, steal your forums. Oh! Oh, you can buy security bits and pieces and you can buy in Thief 321, that's very cute. Okay, so you can buy security knowledge. Easy to break the damaged wooden fence in the back. Spare door key in the drawer. Old TV worth $1. Oh, I should have grabbed that. There's no one home at the time. But I can buy for $15. Okay, so I can spend a bit of money in order to grab stuff. Rent a thug. I don't know. House ripoff. No idea. Assumingly this is where I would sell some of my items. Thief contracts. Stolen games. True gamers. Interested in only the rarest video games. They just don't make them like they used to. Sure. But I can't grab them for quite a while, seeing as I'm probably only level 1. And then just thieves' tools. Cool. I mean, I've been told to sleep, so sleep I shall. How much sleep am I meant to... You know what, sure, let's wake up at 10. Let's... So is this an open world game?
Check the computer. There's a few things I need to tell you.
Oh, no, not that one.
Tools for Thieves lets you buy new kit online. But you might not have what it takes to use them all. Click on Steal Your Forum. Great. Now, go to your car.
Why? Okay, that was just to tell me how to get the security tips, assumingly for my next target. But you haven't told me to buy this yet. Were you supposed to have told me to... I'm going to anyway, because $15 for potentially something useful. The doors have an old lock, easy to pick. I do like this at least. It's like a little bit of money and you get a hint about how the level design works. That's actually kind of nice.
Go hawk your loot at the pawn shop first. You'll need empty pockets at Greenview 109.
Sure. Do I have any stuff to flog? Probably grab the old toaster. I am now wishing I had taken everything nailed down. Slightly annoying that I have to point directly at the door rather than necessarily anything else. Very interesting that I have to actually draw... Oh, no. I have to actually... Fast travel outside of mission environments. Driving it, I assume, when I'm actually on the job. Okay, that makes sense.
Welcome.
You're a little creepy, but okay. Sell that.
It's time for Greenview 109. Get me that TV and don't pawn it off.
Alright. Might as well close the door. I mean, I'm a thief, but I'm not discourteous, honestly. Right, Greenview. So I have 32 bucks to my name and not a whole lot else. Probably going to want to drive the car somewhere where I'm not going to be spotted easily, but might be able to drive off without any problems later. Why does that dumpster have... assuming to show that I can interact with it, right? Right, what's in here? Good, I have a jump button, that's good. Okay, 109. Easy to break the damaged wooden fence in the back, spare door key in the drawer. There's no one home all the time, old key worth a buck. Okay, so this is where we can use the... this is where we can use this. Assumingly I'm about to do something slightly suspicious, so there we go. No one should spot that way in, so... What? What? Is that just what the sneaking sound music is? That's oh. Okay, we've got really intense sneaking music and very surprising, but very surprising alternate dimension plants. Okay, I can't get in through there. No one seems to be about at the moment, so all good. How am I getting in? Spare door key in the drawer. There's no one home all the time. Easy to break the wooden... So I've gotten in. I haven't got a blast knife at present. Again, I probably... Is there a window? I can't get in there. Actually, just to double check. These people don't seem the most security conscious so far. Locked. Okay. That's also locked. 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 Someone is less likely to see over here, in theory. So let's smash that and climb on in. Good. It's not likely to be anyone in here, so let's start stealing all we can. Cannot open fridges. Very well. 0 out of 10. Worst game ever. Saucepan! Okay, this time I am just going to take everything I possibly can. Spare key. Wee bit of cash. Wee bit more cash, and I can take this. Oh, tutorial for big items. To steal a big item, TV, printer, etc., put it in the car's trunk and drive home. To sell big items at pawns, you need to put them them next to the shop owner. Okay. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, what's that? Cool. Another pot. Lovely. I don't know why they left it underneath the table, but you know what? That's fun. Oh, hello. There be money. Is there money in the toilet? Nope. Okay. Yuck. Good. Thank goodness this is one of those, one of those bizarre, indestructible televisions which don't mind being thrown around like they're nothing. Well, someday we will be the most stealthiest stealth to ever stealth around the stealth, but today this is the best we can do. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. No, I put in the... No, okay, there we go. Superb. Now where do I go? I guess I drive home. I think it was this way last time I checked. Doop-de-doop-de-doo. Don't mind me, citizen. Just another innocent person driving around with for no reason. Right. Off home we go. Because Mr. McGee wants his old television. Remember to spend unused skill points in skill tab. Okay, we appear to be Deus Ex boys and girls, and configurations in between.
My screen. Go to Black Bay.
Right, skills. So first and foremost, the very first thing we seem to have here available is lockpicking. Is there anything else which we can do? Appraisal? Have one skill point, but it's really hinting at me doing this one. It seems to be the only one it's going to bother letting me do. However, oh, I see, there's actually a trick. That's not very easily, on my monitor at least, that's not very obvious. Which means, for you guys at home, that's going to be really horrible to see. But yes, there is actually supposed to be a tree, which means the first thing you get is this lockpicking in order to lockpick easy stuff, and then assuming you can start putting points into being able to lockpick better and better. After that, we've got agility, the ability to throw bricks, climb vines, and carry big items faster, which then goes into, finally, the ability to climb on house gutters, so we can slowly turn ourselves into an assassin. Backpack, so just upgrade the backpacks so that it's twice as big. Appraisal, appraise more items on the spot. Disassemble jewellery with special tools. Right, so you can only take the valuable bit. Nice. Appraise more items on the spot. Use the binoculars to mark from a distance. That's quite cool. And appraise more items. Okay, so this is surveillance. This is good. Electronics. Remove security from devices using hacking tools. Disable power switches. That sounds very powerful. And electronics 2. Use a PDA for hacking terminals. Some of these have got a required level, which is interesting. Okay, and then use laptop for to hack terminals remotely. The laptop, assuming, is that black thing behind us on the other computer in the room. So we start with it. We don't have to buy it, but we do have to unlock the ability to use it. Fine. Car theft level 1. Remove car parts. Steal cars without alarms. Remove car alarms from cars. And steal cars with electronic locks. I see. Okay. Does this mean that we get to go rogue at some point, or is it just something else, right? Like, I don't quite understand what the loop is. I assumed it's just drop us into a thing and off we go, right? Anyway, off to my computer. Over to Black Bay.
Page on there for the TV. Go there and sell it.
Electronics. Old TV. Right, we have that now. We can sell
Yeah,
it.
good work. Now, click on the Rent a Thug tab.
Uh-huh.
Now here you can find a little extra work. I put one on there just for you. The one with the dishes.
So as a little bit of variety, we can go and do extra jobs for little
Now
for other
drive
things.
back to 110 and break some dishes with a crowbar.
For $50, sure. I think some people pay you to go and do that sometimes. Alright, as for hacking gear, simple lockpick sounds quite useful. DIY simple lockpick, okay. Better than nothing. Got a decent amount of stuff so far. Almost all of this I'm not going to be able to utilise until much later on, so that's okay. Right, so Black Bay seems to be there are special items which give you extra money effectively instantaneously. Makes sense. Okay, next. Probably best to go to the pawn shop in order to get rid of some of my hot goods. Not a euphemism.
Welcome.
Hello. Here is this, I would like to sell this toaster and this saucepan and this saucepan and this pot. All legitimate items that are totally... Oh, you don't care. Cool guitars, by the way. Right, yeah, cool. You will never, ever get rid of... I actually have a... at some point I do want to try and getting back into playing... playing guitar properly and genuinely getting to do it... do so properly at some... Because... the biggest impediment to any kind of music which I've done before is actually to do with... I guess there's no other traffic on the road. 1010. Oh. Well, that's that. I might as well finish the mission just to see what it does. But anyway, one of the biggest impediments to any of the... what's that item? Oh, I see. It's surveillance thing, isn't it? Place cam... Oh. Oh, I need a micro cam. Oh, okay. Oh, well, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm being overly suspicious. Hello? Okay. Right. Start. Yep. Cool. Lovely. Superb. I am sorry, fellow citizen. I didn't realise I was being quite so... Oh, right. Okay. I am on the wrong side of the road. Good to know. 100 and... Okay, there's 100. Oh, crap. 110. Oh, is it just the same place again? Is that what we're talking about? Well, once again, I don't particularly relish the idea of my car being spotted, so we might as well close that. It's currently 7 o'clock, so people are doing things. Yeah, like the thing which I've always found as an impediment to any kind of music I've tried doing has always been that for guitar, oh, hello. Oh, right. I've only ever not used tabs, guitar tabulature. I've never learned to read sheet music, which is something I'd like to learn to do, but I also need to be able to do so. How do I get in here? I am now thinking maybe I should have bought some extra information, but I don't know if it would have completely invalidated everything. Can I? Nope. Okay. Like, would that just get rid of all the money I was making for this? Yeah, I've recently come into quite a bit of free time, so I might try doing so, though for the now. Okay, let's open that slowly. Maybe that music is intended to be like, okay, now you are doing the crimes. Ah. I can break in. Okay. Cool. This makes about... Oh, so this is literally just the Bethesda lock-picking puzzle, isn't it? It is just a simple case of just find the right thing. Oh, we were just here. Okay. I am willing to bet that if I ever come back here, the appraisal skill will tell me that these shoes are valuable, but for right now, I don't particularly care. Right, this time I am not making the same mistake. I am taking all the pots and pans, because apparently that's all money and experience in the bank. That just keeps popping out the door thing, isn't it? Yeah, break their plates. Break their plates seems really dumb if I want to attract attention, but fine. Saucepan, hooray. The window... Yeah, let's open the window. Just in case someone comes. So I think I found the offending plate. Oh, I found the offending plates. Just for the hell of it. Just to make sure no one knows I'm here. Is there anything in here? No. It's possible it redoes it. Whatever. Okay. Well, 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Go around, go. That's the worst time for you to do that.
Before you get yourself into trouble, on a training lock. I left one in the garage.
Wonderful. Nope, that's the wrong button, but you know what? Sure, that works. Is anyone here? Okay, no one appears to be here directly, but I definitely know that there might be people on the other side, so I'm not going to bother right now. Okay, I might as well complete this mission. It's had its 30 minutes. Oh crap. I have trapped myself in this little room. Damn it. Fine. No! Wait, I'm on the inside! I'm inside! Fine, whatever. I'm on the inside of the building. Why can't I... Oh. Why would I not just be able to open the door from the inside? That makes no sense. Oh well. At least I know how to drive home. While I'm here, can I interact with anything else here? Or is it literally just... Nope, okay. So I can sit here, I can interact with this, and this just... Okay, so that's in-car storage, that's good to know. Assumingly, I would be stocking that up with random crap, such as extra lockpicks and things. Oh, wait. Okay, cool, yeah. Just looking the wrong way. Naturally, being the human owl hybrid that I am, I can look behind me without any problems. Might as well go to the pawn shop, because that's not at all suspicious to do there and then. Very good. Naturally, I spawn a few centimetres off the ground, as traditional. Hello, my friend. I would like to sell you these items, which I have procured for absolutely... through legitimate means. Haha! Haha! I am such a silly. I have so many toasters. You wouldn't, but okay. Right. Do I want to mess around with the lockpick? It might actually give me a few lockpicks. That might be nice. Training lock. Oh, right. I need to actually go and buy additional locks in order to... Wait, so how many am I allowed to have? So, buy. I will probably want a few of these, so I'm going to do that. And that hopefully, should I ever come back to that should do that. That should do me for a while, right? Skills, I'm still only level 2, so I can't even do anything. And there is a run button, is there? Right.
You did a good job on that old TV in the empty house. For a real job, you gotta scope the joint. Go to 111 by 7 a.m. and watch.
Well, now the game is showing you the ropes, essentially, which honestly is a good thing. It makes a lot of sense. But as per the rules of the wheel, I think we leave that there. So does this have a save load checkpoint? I assume it does. Okay, cool. I'm gonna leave that be for now. I'm going to leave. Goodbye. Well, that was a thing. That was a thing. That was indeed a thing. Legally, we have to call that a thing. I think that was all right. There's meat on those bones. I just don't know how much of it is worth eating. It's clear that there's quite a bit to it, and there's a lot of people who seem to really enjoy this. Yeah, no. Like, not fussing around with this. It's slowly easing you into its mechanics. It's walking you through it, but it's also not. But yeah, for the 30 minutes in the early start of the environment, it's still giving you stuff to do, and it's working you through how the mechanics work, introducing them one by one, allowing you to combine them by yourself, and utilize them as you go. And it's giving you a strong adventure line to follow, but it's not but it doesn't mind you wandering off and doing your own thing if you really want. You just haven't got any of the abilities necessary to do anything more than just simply a flashlight and I guess lockpick at present. You start off on the very, very bottom rung. Still, okay, so the adventure line is a little heavy-handed, but at least it's there. It's quite useful. I have no idea what you can do otherwise. And I guess there's other stuff which you're allowed to do in order to become an increasingly prolific thief. So, yeah. Colour me vaguely curious, I suppose. I'd imagine this would start getting more and more intensive as you had to try and figure out more and more what you needed to do and where in order to get hold of your gear, skills, and then fancy cars and things, right? I mean, there's car stealing mechanics, so assumingly... there's car driving mechanics, so assumingly... and stuff around stuff clearly around stealing cars, so assumingly you're able to just steal if you want. Just rob all these suburbanites completely dry if you want to. Interesting. Yeah. Anyway, wheel. Let's do wheel. Let's do, I think maybe at least one more. It's getting relatively late, not that it matters too much, but I can't give you too much wheel, mainly for the benefit of your own health. Loud, my road to fame. Is this another one which I've done before? Or is this just something I swear I've seen? Loud? Swear I've seen this. Must have seen this somewhere. Loud. Have I played this? Yes, I did briefly play this on a stream at some point. This has popped up on the wheel at some point. Because it's also recommending that I write a review, assuming that I've actually played it for longer than 5 minutes. Yeah, no, this was the... actually, I should be showing you. Hang on. No, this was the sort of vague, music thing with a story. So the idea was supposed to be some young rocker, and you play pseudo Guitar Hero in order to get through stuff. Yeah, Hyper Strange Games, cool. Untold Tales publisher. Yeah, okay, sure. So it's a heartfelt story, but for Guitar Hero-esque kind of thing. Neat. No, I'm pretty certain I've played that before. It definitely rings bells. Let's give this another whirl. On screen, you muppet. There we go. There we go. Slap City. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. They were... Right. Okay. Okay. We are hitting a branch of video game I thought we would be hitting a lot more than we actually have been. Very interesting. Okay. Okay. We are in the realm of Super Smash Brothers clone, everybody. Someone's tried to create their own Smash game without using the recognizable characters from Nintendo or indeed, I guess, Warner Brothers, which is a terrifying amount of characters in both cases, but whatever. Okay, Slap City is a seriously fun platform fighter with a perfect mix of characters from the Ludo City universe. What? Play locally or online, slap it hard in ranked and fast, and lose in slap ball game mode. We are the original inventors of clutch technology. What is clutch technology when it's at home? Jenny Fox, Ultra Fish Bungin 3000, Business Casual Man, Princess Ruby. What? Sprutu ranked and seriously fun mix of characters. Each character offers a completely different innovative play style. Cruiser, oh gosh, the character design is all over the place. Goddess of Explosions. What? Try Slap Ball, clutch a new innovation in platform fighting games. It's button that does things. Try it out. What? A new innovation in platform fighting games. It's a button that does things. Try it out. Clutch technology. What in the flying hell are you talking about? I think it has the shape of a joke, but I don't know if that exactly means anything. Cool. Okay, it's in the same sort of thing of like this stuff, so it's clearly well made. Cool. Overwhelmingly positive for about 2,400 reviews. Very good. Released 2020. I'm just somewhat curious who the hell Ludosity is. Ludosity. Oh, okay. One of the games which I definitely do know and recognise is Card City Nights, which I'm pretty certain I played somewhere on this at some point. Yeah, I've got Card City Nights in my library, so that is something which will probably pop up again at some point. I played it briefly. It's okay. Little I Do, Muri, I don't know any of this. Princess Remedy in a heap of trouble. Little Dew 2 Plus, Card City Nights 2, and then Heartwood Heroes and Slap City. So what? They have a little universe of characters they own, and they get to mess around with them. Is that what we're doing here? Sure. I would imagine this is going to recommend I use a controller. So a controller I shall use. Allow me to squeak my chair in anticipation as I plug things in. That'll do. Sure, DirectX 11. DirectX 11 probably works a bit nicer with Proton anyway, so we're all good. Game capture, please, and current game capture is going to be whatever it is when it pops up. Okay, let me update. Twitch, slap. There we go. I have honestly no idea if this ever got traction. Here's the thing about this sort of stuff. So Super Smash Bros. Has always been a well, okay, always is a strong word. Super Smash Bros. Has become a one of these like widely regarded fighting games that almost everyone tries to do, like everyone, which people like learning, and it's become quite a serious scene. As such, it's oh good grief. Load your... Why is that not... What? Why does it still think it's... Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Right. Basics tutorial. Right. Press button. I would like to push a button. Is that loading or is it... oh, okay. Basic battle boot camp. Okay, so they're going to put us in one of these. Okay, so all of the face buttons except triangle do everything except triangle jumps, sure. Double tap in order to dash, that's pretty standard, though the normal run speed seems pretty good. I know the normal run speed seems pretty normal. Jump with Y, which I do find odd but understandable. You can of course double jump, that also appears... Ah, there is also a wall kick, that is good to know. With this character, if I push X and then up... Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that ability does different things depending on which direction you push it in, isn't it? Oh, in fact, all of them do. Oh no, this is going to get really complicated, isn't it? Right. Cool. Lovely. Okay, so there is just an attack button, that's good. And then you've got a strong attack. Okay, that's what we're doing. Wham! Yeah, characterful abilities, which makes sense for the character, but I have no idea who this is. Not entirely certain if I should be insulted by the level design at present, but for now. Okay, so we've got defend, sure, pretty standard. Grab or right trigger A. When grabbing, use the left analog stick to throw. Okay, so we are, yeah, so very much the same sort of controls as Super Smash Bros. Okay, come on. Come on. I would very much like you to... I'm going to have to inch this into position. No, okay, there we go. Basics complete. Controls can be changed in the character select screen. Enter next room for ambush. Oh, okay, now we start. Alright, Ludosity, this is actually kind of cute. Introducing yourself during your tutorial fight. A fighting game, probably. Okay. Slap City! That was quite cute, I like that. Oh, wow. That's very Dreamcast. That's very early 2000s PlayStation 2. My goodness. Okay, I guess single player? Oh, yeah, let's start the timer. Struggle against life itself. Adventures in Slap City. Smack the crystal. Oh, good grief. Okay, let's just do the story. I assume I will understand something of it. I'm just going to knock 10 minutes off. No, let's knock 5. It's probably not been that long. Whoop. Right, okay. Start file. Sure. I don't know who any of these are. Mast Ruby's timeline. What? Jenny Fox's okay. Ultra Fish Bunjin 3000. I don't know who any of these people are. I mean, I am inclined to go for Jenny Fox just out of alliance reasons, because otherwise the Union will be really miserable with me. But I don't know who she is, so sure. Still, they're already addressing something really big with the original Smash Brothers, is that there's not a huge amount for you to do in when you're playing alone and learning the game on your own, so you can go and play with other friends at a similar sort of skill level. It's only really Brawl that ever truly managed to address this, in my opinion. The others have got alternative modes to play against bots, making playing against bots more interesting, but they're never truly as interesting as just a straight-up damn story for you to explore. Still, the adventure modes are kind of fun, and I do like the one from Melee is still kind of fun. So let's see what this does. Anyway, after clicking on an internet advertisement claiming she was in a millionth visitor, Jenny Fox wins a relaxing vacation to Slap City. This looks like this. What voice do I give her? This looks like the right place. Now, where's the tour guide? Looks like I'll have to find her myself. Sure, that'll do. Oh, okay. We are doing. Great. We're doing the thing. We're doing the melee. Okay, we are doing the melee adventure mode thing. Okay, that's cute. The only difference is that I don't know what I'm doing, so if any of this makes any sense, I honestly couldn't tell you. I've just noticed that I have a speedometer for some reason. Yeah, it's up there in the corner underneath what I assume is my health bar. It just says speeds per second. What? Okay, I'm not getting up there for now. Go away! Right, so Miss Fox here is capable of... Right. Miss Fox has some abilities. So essentially she's got a quick attack and she's got a harsh attack. Vote Kiwi for mayor. Slap on a positive. Yeah, sure. Ow. Right, so this is a special ability. I am guessing that most of Fox's abilities are going to be around throwing her axes. Come on, I did this. Cool. Secret page! I don't know what that does. Whoop-de-doo. So the advantage of something like Smash Bros, or indeed this, is that it is a platform fighter. So you kind of get a good idea of what your character is doing by doing little obstacle courses like this. It's honestly a really good idea. You get to learn these things in an environment you ordinarily wouldn't. As well as getting to just play something a little unusual. It's nice, I like it. It's why, again, it's why I quite enjoyed the adventure stuff from Super Smash Brothers. Because it allowed you to learn the characters. And to get good at the movement. This feels quite similar, and it also feels very loud. Let's knock that down a little bit. I do really hope that hasn't been happening all day. Then again, the other games have been relatively quiet, I think. This is the first one which I've actually noticed. Okay, so we have a versus battle, sure. Excuse me, what are you doing in my living room? I'm looking for my tour guide. I went on vacation to Slab City, but I'm a bit lost. Oh, I saw someone being shown around by a guide a while ago. You must have missed them. Great, did you see which way they... You know, I get lost in this town all the time. I can't even find my way to the bakery. I don't care. It's even got a fridge full of... I've got a fridge full of fat 6,000. You know, with the hot drinks, breakfast pallets. I don't care. Just tell me where the tour guide went. Geez, not if you're going to be rude about it. Urgh. And thus, rightfully, they deserve death. Okay. Right. So, I am assuming standard percentile damage. It's not going to hurt, it's not going to finish the opponent off. It instead launches them further and further out of the environment. They are absolutely basing this much more on the original Smash Bros. At present. The rather blocky, simplistic graphics, the very cute and cuddly kind of character design, though I also wonder how much of that is just simply because they're taking from... they're just utilising pre-existing character design and art styles. Oh, okay. Right, the heavy attack is just the heavy button. It's just the smash attack from, well, Smash Brothers. I'm not doing that well. I'm laying the smack down, but I'm not managing to knock them out of the environment. That's the damn... Oh, come on. No, 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 no. Damn it. Come on, go away. Thank you. Okay, how much damage am I likely to do just by standing here and spamming this button? Yeah, decent amount. And the AI is, at present, a little bit thick, so not doing a huge amount against it. Okay. Can't tell if that's just the AI just being thick, or if that was just me cheesing through that fight. For the last time, which way did the tour guide go? I don't know, I wasn't wearing my glasses. Ugh. Can you at least tell me where the nearest tourist attraction is? Oh, yes, that would be Bumper Town. Just take the back streets and you'll be there in no time. Didn't you have a lousy sense of direction? It got better. Sure, okay. This is a fighting game. I am not expecting stellar writing, admittedly. Like, it's impressive it even has a vague excuse to go and beat up random strangers at present. Like, this is something which even Smash Brothers gets... sorry, this is something which even Mortal Kombat struggles with, so I'm not that fussed. Ow. Oh, I see. Okay, so the way that they have handled normal damage in music? Okay. Right, so the way that they're handling damage in the actual platformer levels is by giving you an actual health bar. Can I, like, smash through this or something? No? Okay. Oh, I just can't, I'm not allowed. Okay. Woo! Ow. No, I didn't realise that was an obstacle. Fine. I have to admit, I'm not finding the controls massively intuitive. But I'll get there. Still have no idea if these things have been ripped from one of their earlier games, or whether it's actually something they've just made up for this in particular. Admittedly, Smash Brothers will do that all the time too. Okay, what's this? It is a level up. Okay. Ah, okay, there we go. Punball, huh? Bumper Town, alright. Greetings! I am the proprietor of the Bumper Down Pinball Parlor. How can I help you? I'm here for the guided tour. The name's Jenny Fox. Super! You just missed the tour guide, but I'm here. But here's your free pinball token. Thanks, I guess. What does the token do? Why, it allows you the honor of being the pinball for the rest of the day. Don't you mean I get to play pinball? Nope. Have fun. You must be this durable to play. I don't quite understand what's going on, but sure. I don't know if I have invincibility frames while I use that ability. Okay. Now, the reason why I centre in more on something like the original Smash Brothers is that the jumping is exceedingly floaty, which puts me quite a bit in mind of that game more than some of the others. Especially when it comes to that recovery move, which I think is at least the name I always give to the up B ability. Oh, okay. I can't control it with the... Alright. I'm not allowed to control the game using the directional buttons, the D-pad. I have to use the analog stick. Alright. That was a fun idea. Using just the bumpers to get across. That's actually kind of neat. Alright. Boom. Still don't know what half this stuff is. Again, not being particularly knowledgeable of the developer, it does mean I feel like I'm missing out a little bit in terms of what feels like is intended to be haha amazing amazing references to their own material, but you know, one of those times when Newgrounds would create their own little celebration games or something like that. All right, I'm willing to bet that when Miss Fox launches herself with her skateboard, it's the skateboard itself that seems to be doing any damage. And then assumingly we're now going to beat up Mr. Business because this is the worst vacation ever. Hi there! Are you here for the tour? Finally, are you the tour guide? Oh yes! Now let's go sightseeing in Bumper Town! I've seen enough of this place already, thanks. What's the next stop? I'm not telling you. What? Why not? Because this is the best part of the tour. A battle with me. I'm pretty certain that wasn't in the guidebook. That's because I just made it up. Let's fight. Will you stop yelling? I'm not yelling. You're yelling. That's it. You're asking for it. Oh dear. Ah. This fox here does feel a little bit like, I don't know, I guess controls and feels a little bit like Mario. Which is not a bad thing, because Mario in Smash Brothers is honestly a really solid character. He's a really neat, decent, heavy little brawler which does a surprising amount of damage and is capable of quite a bit. Princess of Explosions, on the other hand, feels like she's modelled off of, I guess, Zelda. A heavy hitter that has a lot of launches, but not necessarily able to do a lot of damage. There's quite a bit of criticism about how those characters have been pulled together, and allowed to remain. So far, the computer is not putting up too much of a challenge. I have no idea what the music is going on about. It mostly just sounds nice. I don't know what's going on. Wow! Nice fight! Alright, now tell me what the next attraction on the tour is. Why, it's the Slap Arena! It's the best part of town, if you ask me. I'm afraid to ask, but what do you do there? You bet on various combatants and win more battling tokens depending on the outcome of the battle. That's it. Sounds relaxing enough. Just point me in the right direction and I'll go there myself. Sure, it's just round the corner. Take this free arena ticket and have fun. I hope. Cool. So Miss Fox here is getting to be quite the Debbie Downer kind of character. Okay. I can dig it. Alright, that free ticket actually got me into the arena. I was worried the tour guide would trick me somehow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, your beloved mayor. It is time to once again celebrate the founding of Slap City. Right here, where two legendary combatants punched each other so hard, they still haven't come out of hit stop. Okay, that's a cute joke. I'm assuming hit stop is that thing where if you hit someone, the game freezes in order to sell the viciousness of what's happened, and so the battle going on is still happening behind you because the damage is. I was just explaining that. Hit stop, as in how time freezes for a while the harder you hit someone. That must have been one impressive battle. Yeah, I know, Jenny. I was just explaining that. Moving on, the last one standing in today's battle will earn 4 times the usual reward. Hang on, shouldn't I be up in the audience right now? Is everyone ready? Then let's slap! Apparently my King of Towns impression is still as on point as before. Okay, so assumingly a wave attack and an enemy wave attack thing, and then we do, and then we fight someone, I assume. Ow. I will not be juggled by a damn skeleton. Go away. What the hell are these block things? Well, they're dead now. That's fine. Die! There we go. Okay, we're killing the goops. And we just handled the... We just handled the, what seems to be strange buff platypus rain. die! Thank you. Okay. Ow. Yep. Yep. Thank you. Okay. The timer's gone off, so might as well finish what we started. Music's okay. Oh, okay, we've got a buff one. It's an angry boy. Alright, so far so good. Now I've got the angry bees. I'm going to drop skateboards on them until they die. Because that's just how video games are, I guess. There we go. Get some health back. Wonderful. And then, right, now I fight a boss. What? Oh. Oh, he's declaring his attacks. Oh, okay. Right, so he has like a, I don't know, like a robot core or something, which is the bit I actually need to fight him on. And because video games, he has moments where he doesn't, oh crap. He has moments where he doesn't do anything. I might as well try and finish the game, finish the level at least. Right, and this character is not the best for trying to catch the weak point bits. You know, I should probably be remembering that I even have the defend ability. Come on, Jenny, get up there. Ah! Genuinely hating that there are... Damn it. Ah! Nope. Okay. You know what would be quite nice? A, you know, a health bar for the boss. That would be quite cool. Okay, that did some stuff. Not the happiest that... Oh, okay. I must have done some damage to it because now it's trying to hit me with different attacks. Ow. I am assuming this is a very funny reference to what this character is normally, but right now this is just a guy. Okay, so you can do the dodge in midair if you use the trigger. Good to know. Oh, stop using that move and give me something which I can work with. Come on, go back to stretching or something. Oh. Honestly, fine. Okay. I don't know. Save and exit, please. No. Save and exit? What? Why can't I... Okay, what if I use this? No? Okay, why can't I... exit button. No, I don't get it. Why can't I... What? Whatever. Whatever. I don't mind. That's fine. Whatever. Okay. Let's have a look at the extras just while I'm here. Know the characters. Jenny Fox went on vacation to... Jenny Fox has a selection of moves ranging from fairly nasty to downright terrifying. So she just throws bits and pieces... She's from Little Jew, prototype 2008. In this prototype made for a school assignment, Jenny Fox appears alongside Jenny Frog, and Jenny Blueberry is a regular enemy. She throws huge axes that can only be deflected with an upgraded shield. Jenny Fox once again joins Frog, and Blueberry is a regular enemy, more or less work like they did in the prototype. And then she appears in Card City Nights as a gang leader. Tough car player who hangs out in this dark alley, and then Card City Nights she's a superstar. And then in 2020 she appears there. Okay, so they do actually recognise that no one is likely to know who this is unless they are a massive fan of these particular games. So, who the hell is Business Casual Man? First appears in... no idea. Sorry, I just noticed that they were trying to be funny in the theme song. Okay, that's kind of cute. It's no Super Smash Bros. Ultimate theme, but that's pretty cute. Okay, do I have it in me for one more? Do I have it in me for one? You know what? Yes, I do. You know what makes more sense? Actually showing you what's going on. There we go. One more. Make it a good one. Stray Gods. Have I played this? No, I have not. Oh, goodness. Okay, this, This is going to be a unique specimen. Right, let me show you the Steam page. So, gods, romance, murder, musical numbers? Player's grace in a world where Greek gods live in hiding among us. Change your fate as you draw friends, foes, and lovers into song, using your powers of musical persuasion to unravel the mystery of the last muse's death. This is interesting, made by Summerfall Studios. Do they have anything else on in their repertoire? Kinda. Their latest game seems to be something called Malice, which is a card game? Roguelike deck builder is what I'm looking at here. Okay, strategy. Endure or expel evil from innocence on your hunt through a corrupted city as Noah, former priest turned demon hunter. You'll perform exorcisms, forge precarious alliances, and strengthen your deck of arcane tricks in this unholy roguelike deck builder. Okay, sure. Seems like a mix of their previous game and Slay the Spire, I suppose. Stray Gods the musical. My goodness. Okay, so people are definitely jonesing on this. Recent reviews have been like 23, but all of them have been 2,279 thus far. There seems to be a buttload of extra amounts of Stray Gods if you really dig it. Original game soundtrack. Green version, Pantheon edition. I have no idea what that means. Orpheus edition. I don't know what that means. Stray Gods Orpheus. Is this? Oh, it's the soundtrack. Or is this just more? This is just a DLC. More of the game. Content requires the base game. What does it do? What happens to pick up a pen? Plays Orpheus in this brand new story for... Oh, okay, it's an extra story. About Orpheus, of all people. Yeah, that's going to go well. Winner 2023, Game of the Year by AGDA? Yeah, AGDA. Okay, a game... Award design awards. I don't know. Tribeca Festival 2023. ADGA 2023 for excellence in music. Big Festival best new game and AGDA winner 2023 for excellence in accessibility. Fascinating. Okay. Stray Gods. In a modern fantasy world, college dropout Grace is granted the power of a muse. Power she'll need to find out the truth behind her predecessor's death before time runs out. You'll decide who Grace allies with, who she can trust, and who may betray her in this beautifully hand-illustrated role-playing musical. Written by David Gaider. I don't know. I'm going to go with Gaider. Comes Stray Gods, an urban fantasy tale of finding your place, taking charge of your fate, and discovering answers. That sounds queer as hell. Your choices will change the endings as well as the path you take to get there. Compelling story of hope, self-discovery, and forging your path. Heck yeah. Adventure, love, and songs await. Charm, negotiate, find answers. So we've got a bit of a story thing. Find love. Whole new world. Yep, cool. Okay. Yep. What is... Oh, okay. That's fascinatingly strange that the other games we've got is Slay the Princess. Things which it's saying is like this is Slay the Princess, My Bimbo... Oh gosh, I can't show that. My Bimbo Dream. College Kings 2? Huh? Oh, I don't... And something debauchery. Why are the games which it's recommending off of the back of this porn games? I do hope that's not a result of my search history. Well, occasionally I'm curious to see what's going on, you know? Sometimes you just look at this and just go, what in the blind hell is this? And then you go down a rabbit hole of going, wait, this exists, and now Steam thinks I'm curious. Which, admittedly, I was. Anyway, stuff, yeah. I wanted to play a Choice Matter style adventure game about Greek gods bursting a song to process the trauma of being alive for millennia? Then this is the game for you. Absolutely. Superb. Wonderful. Best game, great game, one-of-a-kind game. This and Epic the Musical got me returning to Greek mythology with renewed passion. Excellent. I love the characters, voice acting. Yep. Great game with incredible art. Okay, let's give this a whirl. Okay, great. Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. You've got 30 minutes. And you're downloading an update? What? Okay. Okay, cool. We're good. Does this have any warnings? Does this have, like, any, like, things I should probably warn you guys about? Seemingly no. No trigger warnings, no unusual bits and pieces. Seems to be relatively squeaky clean, which is unusual for the Greek gods, but never mind. There we go, it's loaded. Interesting. So it says the game is called Stray Gods, but the window actually pops up as something called Chorus, which I am willing to bet is an older title for the game. Should also fit something like this. Right, I have no idea about. Actually, just double check credits. Just very, you know, I'll actually pause your timer. There we go. Let's start again for you. Just while I futz around with this very quickly. Okay, let's put large subtitles on. Timed choices. No, sorry, no, thank you. I would like to at least have some. I know it's a thing, but I'd like to be able to actually think and ruminate on what I'm trying to say. Oh, here we go. Content warnings. This is what I was thinking of. Alcohol use. Depictions of characters drinking alcohol feature in certain scenes later in the game. Violence. Depictions of implied stabbing as well as bloods feature in Stray Gods. PTSD. A character suffering from PTSD relates their story concerning their captive during World War II. Death. A character dies at the beginning of the game and then another towards the end of the game. Themes of suicide. Themes of what could be considered suicide are present during the story in the middle of the game. Yep, that makes sense. Yep, there's some heavy themes. Be warned if that is something that is unfortunate and triggering for you. Cool. Okay, let's give this a whirl. From our team all across the world, enjoy the show. This game was made on stolen ground. We would like to acknowledge the the Wurundjeri and the Boonwurrung peoples of the Kulin Nation and the Agadiel people of the Enora Nation. Sovereignty was never ceded. This game is also built on Treaty 6 territory and a traditional meeting ground and home for many indigenous peoples, including Cree, Soltleu, Ni Sitapi, Blackfoot, Metis, and Nakota Suis? What? Okay, I don't know what any of that means. Time to Google. Just very briefly. Okay, so first off, Warren. Again, I have not started the timer because I feel it would be unfair to the game, as much as it is already kind of unfair to most games, I guess. What on earth is that? Aboriginal Australian people. Yeah, I thought it might be. Okay, very briefly, what's the... Okay, Wikipedia is popping up with Aboriginal people in Australia, with the Kulin Nation. traditional owners of the Yarra River Valley, covering much of the present location of Melbourne. Oh no. Oh gosh. Yeah, no, if I do know a little bit about this. The Kulin Nation is a province of 5 Aboriginal nations in the south of Australia, up to the Great Dividing Range and the Loddon and Goulburn River valleys, which shares culture and language. And yeah, on Wikipedia, the first thing of their history is before British colonisation. Yeah, just to understand what exactly we're talking about here. We also have, what else we got? Boon Wurrung. Okay, I'm starting to wonder if Stray Gods is made by an Australian developer who is unsurprisingly quite sympathetic and up for repping the peoples of this country, possibly even having right. The Boon Wurrung, spelt Burong, but or Burong. There's another person, another group another group from the Kulin Nation who are traditional owners of the land of the Werribee River or Wilson's Patonnery in the Australian state of Victoria. Okay. Again, suburbs of Melbourne. And then we also have the Gadigal people, which is stating that they are the Gadigal, also spelled Cadigal and Cadigal, I think, are a group of Aboriginal people whose traditional lands are located in Gadi or Eora country, the location of Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. However, since the colonisation of Australia, most Gadigal people have displaced from their traditional lands. Yeah, you'll hear that quite a bit. Treaty 6. What on earth is that? Treaty 6. What is that? 6th of the numbered treaties that were signed by the Canadian Crown and various First Nations between 1871 and 1877. It is one of a total of 11 numbered treaties signed between the Canadian Crown and First Nations. Specifically, Treaty 6 is an agreement between the Crown and the Plains and Woods Cree, Assini Bonny and the other band governments at Fort Carlton and Fort Pitt. Key figures. Oh, so this is a Canadian. Okay, so this is Canadian Aborigines. This is Canadian native peoples, I think is more... Yeah, Indigenous peoples in Canada. Okay. Claims of treaty... Still have to celebrated... Right. So, yeah, these guys have decided that they are going to they're going to have a little bit of spend a little bit of time talking about the actual peoples and the results of colonization around the world. That is not something I can easily say. Colonization around the world. Fair dues. Honestly, I'm not vaguely. I'm not in any way familiar of what exactly went down in Canada because I just don't know a huge amount about Canada, except of, I guess, its vague bits of its current things and whatever I've gleaned from Tim Hortons. For one appeared in my hometown within the last few years. Replaced a TGI Fridays, curiously enough. Anyway, however, I am unfortunately all too aware of what's happened in for the native peoples of Australia because, Oh boy, yeah, I learned a little bit of a little bit of history about one of Australia's biggest bands, Midnight Oil, and also learned a little bit about the background behind some of their songs. Beds Are Burning in particular being one of the most egregious, because Midnight Oil never stop, and they are always on about how their government has done horrible things and just keeps choosing money and sovereignty over people, frankly, and it's honestly disgusting. Beds Are Burning in particular is about something along the lines of like the Australian government wanted to test a bomb, and the land in which they did so happened to have an infestation of people. So might as well just drop the bomb anyway and see what happens, right? I am overly simplifying that, and I got that second hand from the Todd in the Shadows episode on Midnight Oil, so take that with a grain of salt, but I have no reason to believe that he is lying. And if we all had a if all of us got a little bit of money every single time a government did something feckless, stupid, and cruel because it's easier or it makes them money, then we'd all be surprisingly rich. Anyway, 30 minutes game. Act 1.
In a rented gym that still smells like socks and childhood trauma. And where did it get us? Other than bored? The band wasn't even looking for anything specific. We just wanted change. We wanted to see who was out there, if they'd show up.
Oh no, this guy sounds kind of cool.
Well, they showed up all right.
You know, I had a dream where this exact thing happened. Except we were on stage. And naked.
We were auditioning.
Not all of us. Okay, it was just me. I was naked. I think this went better.
Genuine response? Maybe we should try that. Very well. Oh, you know what? Sure, let's try that.
We should consider that. We could be the Naked Band. Coming soon to a really private auditorium near you.
You know, somehow I believe you'd actually do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a hard no. Okay, let's just wrap this up. Kaz, do you need a ride?
Just to Brian's. I'm crashing on his couch until I get any place.
What?
Oh,
You
British.
said it'd be 2 days.
You know you like having me around. Whatever.
Have you heard yourself snore?
Uh-huh.
Hey, Grace, you okay? I know you've been kind of loose ends since you left college. I was just hoping tonight would cheer you up.
You're always looking out for me, Freddie.
Aw.
Well, that's the deal, right? Best friends to the end.
Right. I just wish it wasn't always so one-sided.
Hey, hey, don't worry about that. Really, Grace. You'll get through this.
The voice acting is really good here.
Freddie, you're the drummer, the lyricist. All of this was your idea. I wish I knew where I fit.
I think you fit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like, characters are emoting.
You coming?
The artwork is showing off as much character as they possibly can. Everyone's Everyone's inflecting in all the ways that they really should in order to show emotion. It's good. It's solid. It's fantastic. It's lovely. Okay, we're going full Enya. Okay, we're getting the classic, the I Want song to establish our protagonist. Oh, okay. Some of the 3D elements have been stylized and to look like they're drawn. That's actually quite a cool detail. I like it.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I heard you from outside. My name's Calliope. You have an amazing voice. I hope you know that.
Why do I know the name Calliope? Why do I know the name Calliope? Where do I know that from?
Are you here for the audition, or...?
Calliope.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Ooh. Sure, let's hear it.
Did you, bring an instrument, or some music? I kinda bring my music wherever I go. Alright, well...
This is cute. It's very pretty. Naturally, we are characterizing Grace by the fact that she's driftless, doesn't know what she wants to do with herself. Calliope, on the other hand, is one of the Greek muses who presides over eloquence and epic poetry, so called from the ecstatic harmony of her voice. She's apparently the chief of all muses, and yeah, it seems as though she's going to help us out and make us and lift us up for a bit. Okay, so we can either be charming, we can be kick-ass, we can be clever. Sneakier, smarter and witty. Very punk rock and not afraid to get reckless and aggressive when it's called for. Soul and charisma. She tries to do the right thing and always, and everyone likes her for it. I kind of want to try clever. Admittedly, that sounds more me.
Your song was just so wonderful. I had to finish it with you. I hope that's all right. I also know what it feels like to be lost. To feel as if you have no place to turn. That's why I had to come inside.
I mean, this is Calliope, so she is... That's what she does. I don't know any of her myths, unfortunately. Oh, she's the mother of Orpheus and Linus. Okay. By either Apollo or King Orygenos of Thais. Verses for singing. I felt like I'm looking up spoilers, arguably, because assumably they're going to be referencing this. Mother of the Corbinites by her father Zeus, because Greek myths, sure. Pontus, she was sometimes believed to be Homer's muse for the Iliad and the Odyssey. Roman epic poet Virgil invokes her in the Aeneid. In some cases, she is said to be the mother of sirens by the river god Achilles. Another account adds that Calliope bore Arius to the river god. Wow, she has a lot of children. She is said to have defeated the daughters of Pyrrhus, king of Thessaly, in a singing match, and then to punish their presumption turned them into magpies. Well, we just hope that doesn't happen here. She seems to be in a good mood, so...
You didn't come here for the audition, did you? You didn't even know about it. Caught and called out. I was nearby and your song called to me. I didn't want you to think I was deranged or something. Weirder things have happened, I guess. May I ask you why you feel so adrift? You're so young. Surely your life is just beginning.
No, that's just normal, especially today. You know what, Drace? You know, talk to a stranger, see what happens.
Try me. Well,
Besides, she's magic. What else are we going to do?
I left school because I didn't feel like I belonged there, but I still haven't found my place. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? Shouldn't I have figured this out by now?
Not everyone does. Not everyone does.
Those are good questions to ask.
Took me much longer to land anywhere of any
I should go.
import, admittedly, than I would have liked.
Am I gonna see you again? I know you didn't really come to join the band, but I hope to see you again, Grace. Perhaps soon. Right. See you then.
Okay. Song magic, I guess. I love the stylization of this. It's surprisingly well done. It's not too crazy, but it also works really nicely in 3D. It's very nice.
Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be... What the... Calliope? I didn't know where else to...
Ha!
I'm so sorry, Grace. What happened? Who did this? It doesn't matter now. I didn't want to do this to you. Not like this. I'm so sorry. What do you mean? Hey, Calliope!
Well,
Please, come on.
oh? Ruh-roh, Raggy.
What is that?
Oh, that's the power to inspire. Don't worry about it. Congratulations, kiddo. You just gained the power to inspire and create in others. Hermes, I assume.
Oh,
There we go.
take your time.
I can't believe I called that. Because of course he is.
Is that my door?
Technically, it's my door. Or our door, maybe? I came as soon as I could.
Okay, priority 1. We've got a dead we've got a dead woman on the ground. Let's.
I think she's dead. We need help. You need to call someone.
Well, I'm someone. I got called. Happens every time one of us dies, you know?
Oh yeah, because he is actually a psychopomp, right?
She really is dead, huh? Man. So, the course is gonna want to talk to you. Sucks, but, you know.
I can't choose this. So I guess we go.
I don't understand. None of this makes any sense. She's dead, and I don't.
I can see you don't know squat about this, so I'm gonna explain real quick, but then you gotta come with me, okay? When Cal died, you saw a shiny thing come out of her, right? That was her soul. That's what made her a god.
A what?
It's in you now, which makes you a god. Surprise, right? You with me so far? Cool. Let's go.
Yeah, it holds up that Hermes would not be someone to hang around. Yeah, we're going very American Gods today, huh? Not really narrowing down whose office this is.
Where are we?
Actually, no, this would be Athena, wouldn't
When
it?
Idol dies, there's like 100 different things I gotta do.
No, wait. Where did you bring me? How did we get here?
The chorus can explain. Don't touch anything. Okay?
Wait, come back. Okay. Yeah, I'll just wait here and not touch anything.
Cool. So, how long has she just sat there watching things? Oh, that doesn't look like a good idea. Burb sees your crimes. He's alone. Oh, yeah, there we go. Hi, dudes. I do love your designs, though. Oh, let's see if I can guess who any of these people are.
Our beloved sister
That's Athena, yeah, makes sense.
has passed on to you, our new sister, delivered to us by dear sweet Hermes. It's Grace, yes?
Is that Bacchus?
Yes. My, you have had quite the day, haven't you?
So Calliope is really dead. Even if she's a
God?
yeah.
I mean, she's a muse, so you. But I'm
Yes, we
splitting
thought
hairs,
it was
whatever.
God, but yes, sadly it happens even to us. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Athena, goddess of wisdom.
You've not updated. Apollo!
Dressed for the occasion, as always.
He's a sun god, it's fine.
Is Aphrodite. goddess of love,
Aphrodite!
and the one
Interesting.
who is Persephone, once queen of the underworld.
Persephone, interesting. She actually looks really cool. I like her design.
Over the
Aphrodite looks very cool. I like it.
all of us, hidden in your modern world.
Wait, the gods are real?
These aren't real. They can't be. They're just.
Stories, myths, legends.
If you're real, you'd be all powerful. You wouldn't be
don't pay much attention to those old tales about us, Grace. They weren't very true to begin with, and, well, truth be told, we've diminished since those days. That doesn't mean we're helpless, of course. Far from it. Yet, at the end of the day, we too are just people, trying to get by.
Trying to get by with incredible powers and knowledge, but okay.
Right, and you live here, not in some city in Europe or a...
On top of a mountain? Oh, I know. Once we roamed marble halls, and now fashionably appointed apartments. We have Wi-Fi.
Well, you've kept up with the times at least.
We have to, if we're going to remain hidden and survive. The mortals grow more and more clever with each passing century. Television. I do what I must.
Okay.
You expect me to believe that gods, sorry, idols, have been living among us for what, thousands of years? You're thousands of years old.
It's a blunt question, but I do want to know it.
Trying to make you believe anything, not at all. If you'd like to believe this office is right outside your front door, or that we are, I don't know, actors, religious fanatics, by all means. The only thing I do need you to grasp is that you are here. This is real, and like it or not, it is happening.
Wait, you said, and Hermes said, that I'm a god now too. And an idol.
That is true.
That thing that came out of her that went into me.
We call it an eidolon, the part of Calliope's soul which made her an idol, which now makes you one.
Athena, we are wasting time.
The reason you're here, Grace, the reason why we made you wait so long while we debated, is because we have rules. Those rules mean we can't admit into our ranks a usurper. Never mind a possible usurper. I know this will all come as a shock, and I'm so sorry to say it, but I'm afraid you have to die.
You know what? No, this is actually the introduction I probably should expect.
What do you mean? What do you mean you have to die?
It's exactly as it sounds, Grace.
You can't do that. What about a trial? You aren't the police. Why hasn't someone called the police?
Grace, think if
Calliope's blood is literally on your hands.
she fell onto her.
It isn't. Oh, she looks so helpless.
Maybe we should do as we agreed. Calliope's line would end, yes, but what other option do we have? Let a usurper remain an idol?
Justice has to be done for Calliope's sake.
But this isn't justice.
Dun dun dun.
From this reality.
I'm not hiding, though I'm a little lost.
If you are lost, little girl, this bears explanation. Dear child, please listen. You have usurped a muse. No recourse to be arranged.
But it's unfair.
I know, but our laws cannot be changed.
But she came to me.
You must realize there are simple rules. If one of us dies, these rules have been the tools that
You must know. I didn't do it. Is it weird this isn't sung?
Now that the muse is gone,
Okay, so she realizes that things are happening.
you'll have to see the chorus is in a chord.
This is kind of lovely. I feel like I might come back to this either. Oh. Dun dun dun.
Did I hear that correctly?
You've been quiet this entire time, Apollo. Why speak up now?
I grieve Calliope's loss just as much as the rest of you, but I can't let you do this.
He's right. What if Grace speaks the truth? What if Calliope chose her?
And what if Calliope was murdered by her? What if Grace stole her Eidolon?
With what?
Find out. Don't you want justice?
She was stabbed. What murder weapon does she have?
We'd agreed this was justice. What would you have us do?
I can prove myself. If you let me. I can try.
We aren't seriously considering this.
Very well. This one time. I put a motion before the chorus. Do we allow Grace the right to prove her innocence?
Yes.
I think so. Yes. Fine.
Thank you.
And there we have it.
So, no die. Am I hearing that right? No Grace getting smited by the gods?
You say Calliope chose you. I would like to believe that. I truly would. You have 1 week to find out what happened, Grace.
What happens after a week?
There will be a trial. If you cannot provide proof of your innocence by then, well, our original verdict stands.
Can someone explain to me just how I'm supposed to find the truth? I'm not a detective. I don't know anything about the idols.
Well, that's for you to figure out.
I knew you were going to say that. How do I know you were going to say that?
I'm not going to keep you, Grace. You have much to do. Before you go, however, a few rules.
Don't tell
Do
mortals.
not reveal our existence to the mortal world. This includes mortal authorities that cannot help you.
Don't abuse your powers.
Harm another idol.
Oh, don't hurt your own. Okay.
Do as the chorus commands. Otherwise, do whatever you must to find the true killer, if they exist.
Oh, that's all?
Welcome, dear sister.
And do help yourself to a cookie.
Sure. I mean, okay, I guess we have a look at... I guess we go to the crime scene, because what else are we going to do? Okay, this menu system, not the best. Hi.
Grace?
There's still a... There is not a dead... Well, crap.
Grace?
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hi. You're kidding, right? When I came home, the door was wide open. You weren't answering your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for... Grace... We thought something happened to you.
The voice acting is pretty solid in this.
Yes, but you are seriously not going to believe it.
Oh, one of those nights, huh? Well, it better be good.
I became a god, Freddy. For real.
You were gone all night. Why didn't you answer your phone? Okay, so what exactly are you the god of? Late night lattes? Skipping backpacking?
Oh, for goodness. Hello. Pan, I assume?
Freddy? I need to warn you about something.
Yeah? About what? Am I gonna turn to stone? Because that's totally a god thing.
Hi there.
this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
Another one of the gods, I'm guessing.
Hello, Pan.
Sure, I should have realized.
To answer your question, my dear, you see the horns because I allow you to see the horns. That's crazy, right? As for who I am, I've been known most often as Pan. So you call me that, if you must call me anything.
Pan, of the Greek gods, Pan, right? What are you, some kind of cosplayer?
No.
The days of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you, I am the real article. I've come to offer our newest idol a helping hand. Or perhaps two. You do look lost, don't you?
And what do you get out of helping me exactly?
Now that is an excellent question. You'll need that kind of baseless suspicion if you're going to survive among us.
Baseless? I've already had my life threatened tonight.
Whoa, wait. Life threatened? What?
Oh, now you've done it. You've gone and upset the mortal.
Okay, this... Yeah, unsurprisingly, Pan is like as chill as all hell.
So we can just talk about this in front of Freddy.
Here I thought you'd already informed her of your situation.
Yeah, but I don't think she believed me.
I don't.
Okay, that's that.
Should I?
The prohibition is against revealing the idols to the mortal world. She's not the mortal world, is she? She can be trusted, can't she?
I wonder if she's supposed to.
With Brian and Kaz.
I can guarantee it.
Okay, Freddy. Have a seat. Let's talk.
And now we're going to spend a few hours trying to pound this into poor Freddy's head until she finally gets it.
Huh? I guess. Do you believe in this, Grace?
I'm still hoping I'll wake up. This feels like one really long, really bad dream.
I don't know. Isn't it cool to be a god?
If it is, the cool part hasn't happened yet.
Well, I have a million questions, but I can ask them later. The important thing is that I am here to support my best friend.
Cool.
What did I ever do to deserve a friend like you?
You sat next to
Aw.
me at lunch period, dummy.
Oh, yeah.
My friendship comes with all sorts of benefits, up to and including the tracking down of supernatural killers.
Such darling camaraderie. It brings a tear to my eye. It truly does.
Speaking of killers,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You wound me, dear lady. I've come to offer advice to our newest idol, a foundling who was set adrift most cruelly.
Seems rather convenient, you showing up with advice. How did you even know I existed?
A little bird told me, if you must know. Very useful, those little birds.
Possibly literal.
Grace.
There's not much to tell. Among the idols, news travels swiftly. We are a tiny village of godly busybodies.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I heard of your arrival, and I know how obtuse the chorus can be. So here I am. You're welcome.
Might as well ask all the questions I can, because it's fun.
You could be for all I know.
Come to mislead you, perhaps. How fiendishly clever of me. Well called, darling.
And maybe even true.
Poor, poor Pat! To be eternally maligned and mistrusted. Alas, and alas, and alas. I doubt there's a line of idols waiting to offer you advice, Grace. But whether you accept mine or not is for you to decide.
I still don't trust you. Nobody does anything for free.
Especially amongst gods.
Now. Who said I was doing anything for free?
Here we go.
I have not, however, asked for anything. As of yet.
Yeah, okay.
What's your advice? I have to admit, I don't really know where to start.
Well, I'm not normally one to run amok telling others how to live their lives. But have you considered using your powers?
My powers.
Music, art, passion. You are the last muse, and all these are now your province.
When I was talking to Athena and the others, they all started singing. Does that mean that was me?
Let me guess. Music swelled as if from nowhere. Lips quivered, souls were laid bare.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that was you.
Okay, but
Pan is great in this. I love the voice actor.
Allow me to expedite the process of understanding. Now then, close your eyes. You hear that? It's coming from you. When you sing, what emotion does it summon?
I don't know.
You open your eyes, you look into the crowd, and you feel.
Powerful.
Yikes.
Grace, you know that you're lost now. You've been given powers you don't understand. I'm the guy who can help you. All that you hear is at your command.
Wait. No, it's okay, Freddy. This is all me. What do I do?
Start singing.
Now?
Why not? Time's wasted.
Let's give it a whirl.
How the hell did you find me? This is the weirdest night I've ever had. And you say I have powers? How could this possibly turn out bad? Am I doing it now?
Brilliant.
I don't follow. Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow. Can you hear me, Grace? What's going on?
Song. Morning fades and the day wastes away. Grace, you can't wait. Grace, don't delay.
Absolutely makes sense. This guy is a bit more of a jazzy, bluesy kind of thing.
You belong, Grace, the song, Grace. I can show you the way. Time to play.
Pan isn't probably the best to...
Groom is a giveaway, that much is clear. What is this creep concealing? How does he know you and why is he here?
Let's bounce back.
Sing it, Freddy, I hear you. We've only just met, now he's my new best friend. Now I'll owe him a favor. And what will he want in the end?
You're lucky. I got to you. There's people out there who will cover you. I've heard that you're making so much ado. You're lost and I'm trying to help. Morning's gone and the day
Aww.
So wait, are you saying you won't work with Freddy?
She couldn't be less qualified.
We're in a band, you do understand.
She could go solo. Let's let the idol decide.
Oh, come on, game. Just fine.
I'm sorry, Freddy. If you're forcing me to choose, well, I guess I've got to go with Pam.
You're kidding me. Can't you see what he is, Grace?
I need him, Freddy. He can help me.
As opposed to me, who's of no help whatsoever.
Yeah, I probably made the wrong choice.
Is the power of a muse to draw out the truth from within. I trust you can see how that might be useful in your investigation.
Sure, but I have to admit, I didn't feel completely in control.
Of course not. A song goes where a song goes, Grace. It will only go where it wishes. A muse does not command. She evokes. She elicits. She inspires.
You find this helpful, Grace? He oozes. Ugh.
Grace is not wrong, dear lady. I am the most benevolent of benefactors. For all your powers, you still need a place to begin your search. And this I can provide. An address in the city where Calliope was staying, I do believe.
You have Calliope's address? You should have started with that.
And miss all the dancing? Nonsense. Now this I consider a favor. One I hope you'll remember in future dealings.
Fine. That's gonna bite me in the ass, I swear.
That'll help you. It's weird to think of a god with a home address.
You're not coming along?
I should remind you there is an element of danger. A killer is on the loose, no?
Then I'll definitely need backup.
I should track down Cass and Brian. Honestly, just tell them you're okay.
Then I guess I'll go check this place out on my own.
So glad that's settled. I'll let you get to it. I've drinking to resume. Ta-ta.
Uh-huh. Well, that went well. Probably. So, that's how the game goes. So it's effectively, it is a... So, for the most part, it's a bit of an RPG in the sense that it has a dialogue tree, which you use with, I guess, vaguely helpful Mass Effect style stuff, but your choices actually do matter, and in order to make sure that everything works, everything actually lands, you do actually need to figure out what you're doing and who you talk to and how you talk to them. That's actually quite a nice detail. So your choices do matter. There is a lot of bits and pieces going backwards. I imagine the game is tracking who you side with and what you say and who's going to trust you and what's going to happen. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm mostly just wobbling backwards and forwards, hoping everything is okay. I don't know, I'm just going with what feels right. It's quite clear that the blue smarty pants version of everything is probably a little bit more pragmatic, shall we say, rather than the goody two shoes options, which is clearly green. Now, I guess it makes sense, but it's also a little bit miserable that, at least in a very sort of like flag what's going on kind of sense, that Stray Gods has decided to make it so that there are 3 possible options that are flavoured with 3 sort of vague emotional responses of just clever, charismatic, and headstrong, I guess. Which does also mean, at least, so that they can help push you in the sort of character choices which you want. Similar to the Paragon Renegade options from Mass Effect. It does also help that those aren't quite... it isn't literally just a good versus evil or good versus dick dichotomy. It's something a little bit more... hopefully a little bit more nuanced, as one is... trying to bring everyone together. One is being kind of clever and pragmatic, and another one is clearly trying to be headstrong and independent, which I think makes a decent amount of sense. And you could argue for each one of those. And clearly, the intention is to end up going through each gameplay, go through each playthrough, doing each version of it. That said, the actual thing itself is surprisingly... like, the writing and the singing is quite lovely. There's a lot of stuff going on. The art style is sharp as all hell and really evocative of what they're doing. I quite enjoy aspects of the writing, the story. It's quite there's quite slick sort of characters going on. It's quite lovely. I love the stylization of the 3D environments against the 2D sprites, so that they don't look like so it looks like each element does actually sit correctly where it's supposed to be. It all looks really slick and lovely. The music is quite lovely. The voice acting and the singing for each of the voice actors is rather nice. The songs are clearly trying to evoke emotions in the classical musical way. So not only do you have I have a little bit of knowledge of like musicals and things, and I know at least some of the basics. And the basics is typically if the emotions get too big, you sing, and if they get too big for singing, if they get too big for words, you sing. If they get too big for singing, you dance, and then from there, I assume you just explode. So that's cool, that's lovely. And I would imagine the bigger the emotions, the more people it ends up dragging in order to sell how much of a thing is going on. So that's quite cool. And I guess they also have... there is also that interesting... Okay. A little bit inside baseball, and a little bit like weird, but... how should I put this? They have to have it so that the singing is functionally diegetic, which is such a nerdy way of putting that. But the short version is that you don't just sing because that's best for storytelling at that moment. You sing because there is a muse directly in front of you, and it is a ability which Grace is capable of using, which is a unique difference and a very modern, very postmodern kind of thing of trying to deal with the supposed issue that some people might have with musicals, you have that idea of people having problems with just snapping to the middle distance and singing their feels at the drop of a hat with no apparent provocation other than that's just what you do in this kind of theatre. And the more modern and more realistic the more realistic a lot of stuff has become, especially within that sphere, there's a fascinating aspect of that becoming a greater and greater thing you have to handle, because the more analogous to reality something tends to be, the more you have to compensate to enable that reality, to keep it as realistic and the more complicated it has to be in order to keep the illusion going, essentially, right? So as a result, this is still supposed to be a vaguely realistic and grounded story, so people just bursting into song is not something which someone does. As for how you actually interact with songs, yeah. Sure. I mean, it's still just a visual... Okay, that feels mean, but it's still just a visual novel at the end of the day at present, which I do appreciate, and it's nice, and I don't know what they're going to do as a result of how things work and where to go, but for the time being, it's quite cool and quite lovely to figure out what's going on and how things work and what's happening. So, yeah, stuff, things... woohoo. The interaction just simply like you have different... I imagine this must have been a massive pain to write, because in essence it means that I'm pretty certain what happens is that you had to write songs like their dialogue trees, which means that there are different verses depending on what you pick. That's the guess which I'm getting here, and that sounds like a minor nightmare. Well, actually, no, it seems doable and it seems interesting, and it means you can do that sort of modern musical style where the style and the feel of and the tone of music can switch and shift as needed in order to suit the mood of the scene. So as a result, characters are jumping around all over the place and singing different stuff willy-nilly whenever they need to in a sort of free, unmetered way. But at the same time, it also means that writing this must have been a pain, because now, or at least a lot of effort, in order to handle the fact that all of these characters now need to jump backwards and forwards within their dialogue and sing entirely different verses based on what you asked in order to respond to what you've sung at them, or whatever choices you've made within the moment. So I would imagine during that scene, which we start right at the beginning, where I got the choice to either go for a solo, make Freddie and Pan sing, or sing all together, it would have been I would have gotten something very different if it was the other two singing instead. It's a unique take on this sort of thing, and I kind of dig it. Anyway, yeah, I might come back to that. I don't know if I'll do it on stream. The thing about something like this, it's very cool, it's very interesting, and I would kind of want to bring, I don't know, whatever vague attention I would want, and I would want to play through it, but at the same time, I also don't want to rob an experience like this of like, I don't... It's always that sort of thing of like, I don't mind streaming certain types of games because it means, like, especially ones which I've never heard of, because at least it gives some sort of thing. But it also means that someone will just get the vicarious experience by going through it, because I've gone through it, played through it, and then not done a huge amount with it. Which is sometimes a problem which I find with like full play games, like, oh, I've seen someone watch it, I've seen someone play it, and I've seen the story, why would I bother? But I don't know, I kind of like this, and at least it gets a few more eyeballs on this game. I mean, it's like 2023, there's a lot of stuff in it, and it's not like I'm doing the Orpheus stuff as well, so yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Still, cool. Very cool game. I like that. I'm going to stop rambling now. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up for tonight. It's very late for me right now. Thank you very much for watching, and good night.